Hello, I'm Antonio, or better known as artisanmc. I'm going to be talking to you about the hero's journey for the next possibly hour or so. And now a couple of people in this section are doing streams in the next 20 or so minutes. So we will be filtering some people hither and thither while they figure out what they want to watch. The first shot goes out to you, the Malika me buying. Appreciate you, Malika. Oh, that got a little Australian. Appreciate you, Malika, for coming through and sharing some time with me. For the 4 ninjas in the chat, hello to you too. If you don't want to speak in the chat, I wonder why you're coming through. What's good, Sir Jack? Sir Jack from the West Coast. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I could be laying in bed, fondling my wee, but I'm here talking to you good people about a little bit of geekdom. We'll see if we can have some fun doing that. So, I had one more song I wanted to play, but this shit keeps acting goofy. I can't even play the freaking song, which is upsetting. I was listening to some old school stuff yesterday, and I wanted to play the LA Dream Team. I wanted to open with the LA Dream Team. Can't do that shit now because it keeps acting up. Dumb. I guess a couple shows from now. All right. So, what is it on today? We got this Alien, Earth, Peacemaker, which I checked out yesterday. I didn't get to watch The Foundation, so I can't tell you that one. Can't tell you about that one yet. And I didn't watch the new episode of The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, which would be episode 4. I haven't watched that yet, so I'll watch those 2 after this stream, which means I have 2 Peacemaker videos to post, and they will come up after this stream. I have 2 shows to watch, and I have a bookshelf to put together. What up, Dr. Rosie? And very soft interest today, which is disappointing. I should stop doing this shit. I think that's the desire. Anyway, so wait to see if anybody actually speaks up in the chat since they're just talking to each other. And then we can see what the hell we're going to get into today. Engagement is important for YouTube. Engagement with the content creator, not necessarily with each other. You can delete that, Dr. Rosie. I don't throw my government out there all the time. Well, fuck it. I guess everybody's going to take their time. I'll go on to my next song now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What up, Andre? 3 of them.
ladies and
We got 4 minutes. Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, and
dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you heard? The Dream Team is back, so spread the word. Well, hit me on the one and don't delay, cause the Dream Team is here, we're gonna make your day. We came here to kill, and this is our deal. If the music don't get it, then the fly looks real. We gotta get what we got, even get a surprise. And what you need, keep the jive alive. So without hesitation, you'll see what we're about. The L.A. Dream Team is in the house.
Yes, they're here. The dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here. Oh yes, they're here. The dream team is here.
Well, I'm over your radio once again. Rudy Pardee, I'm your best friend. Let's take it to the stage and feel better by the pound. My name is Pardee, and I'm gonna throw down. In case you don't know who I be.
Interesting. Very interesting. I think I woke up on violence today. Interesting. More people coming in and watch me sitting here looking at them, not responding or saying anything in the chat. Like a performing monkey, apparently. What up, Joe Herb? Look, somebody conversational. You know, the reason why most YouTubers can sit up and do just recorded videos, one after another, because then they don't have to wait on the fucking chat. They don't have to worry about ninja watchers. They just put the shit out and don't have to work off of your interactions and just put their videos out and leave it at that. Live is more interesting because, especially in the black sector, because most people think your time is theirs. So they just like to watch shit and not interact, not understanding that this medium is based on interaction. You have to interact. Yes, there can be a percentage of you that just sit in the bushes and watch, pick up gems and jewels and run off to do your own shows. But the majority of the people in there have to be interacting. If you don't, it really begs the question, why are you showing up? Malika say, excuse me. Jackie Chan's latest movie, Shadow Eagle, is awesome. It may be on streaming. The action, fight scenes, and story is great. He's 71 years old and still doing the damn thing. Jackie Chan will be doing that until he drops dead doing it. That is not a surprise for me. An Asian martial art 71-year-old is not the same as a 61-year-old in America. It's not the same as a 51-year-old in America. It's not. Just putting the title martial artist in front of that person's age means that they train themselves. They have been training themselves for a long time, since their youth, and their youth was single digits. Anything that you do routinely like that, you can never stop doing. It's just what you do. It's like breathing, which means you're going to be in some shape, even with all the injuries that Jackie Chan has had. So that's not surprising. Jackie Chan movies have been good for a long goddamn time. So I'm not surprised that the new one is good too. In 71, yeah. You're only as old as you think you are. I'm 53 or 52. Can't remember. And the aches and pains I have now is from somewhat limited mobility. Like I did a video this week that I was going to put up on YouTube. I haven't edited it together yet, but I was I was replacing a water heater. Just showing you guys what it is to replace a water heater by yourself. Now, most people that I work with don't do this. They don't do it solo. They do it with a person. Well, I come from a construction background. It's not about what you and your buddy can do necessarily. It's about what you can do on your own. Because if your buddy can do what you can do on his own, then you guys are a crew. Between the two of you, a lot more work can get done. So it's individual accomplishment for the team. So I installed and replaced a water heater on video. And in that video, I lifted this 40-gallon water heater by myself up onto a pedestal. Most people don't do that. They can't. They don't. But I come from a different place and a different work ethic, whereas you need to be able to do for yourself. When it gets past what you can do for yourself, then you start calling for help. As opposed that you need somebody there every step of the way to do everything with you, because you can't do it by yourself. So I'm not adverse to help. I just know I have to pass a threshold by myself before I start asking for help. So the video, I lifted the water heater and put it on the pedestal, but that is the second time I did it. Because not only did I take the old one down, I put the new one up, and then when I pressed the record button, it actually shut off the video. So I lifted this water heater, put it in place, and then turned around and checked the video, and the shit was off. So then I had a decision to make. Do I say fuck it? Or do I take this water heater down, start the video again, and pick it up again? Well, I'm a perfectionist. I took that bitch down, started the video again, and then picked it up again. So it's like squatting 100 and something pounds, possibly a couple times, which is not that big of a deal. I get my own ass out of bed, and apparently I'm way more than 100 pounds. So it's not that big of a deal. Now, Herb, it's not on YouTube yet. I still have to edit it together because I wanted to make it a short, because I did mention to a couple people that a video I did, the short I did about just brazing that pipe, got ridiculous amount of views, right? Which is weird because I remember my old supervisor told me this before about I have to take some stock in what it is that I do, who I am and how I think, and understand that everybody doesn't do it that way. I'm sitting there using a torch and brazing this copper pipe, right? Somebody in the comment section of it says something about using a pro press. Well, I don't have a pro press, and I didn't learn how to do this with a pro press. And what a pro press is, it keeps you from having to solder joints. It basically is a tool, a mechanical tool that gets these things fused together. So then you don't have to do the welding part. I like welding. I like soldering. I like that. That's fun to me. You get to work with flame and melt shit on purpose. That was stuff that they tried to keep us away from when I was a kid, because they figured, you'd burn some shit down. You only burn shit down if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? So I learned what the fuck I was doing. I enjoy it. It's relaxing. For real. When I bought my first torch, that's what I did in the garage. I bought a bunch of copper pipe, my torch, and kept practicing on how to do it. It was fun. So, because I can do that, and I just think it's common, it's not that big of a deal. I had the thought in my head that it might be a big deal. It might be interesting for people to see this shit, because most people don't see it unless they're working, right? So I just put it up there, and it did ridiculous amount of views. I'm like, damn, people really got into that shit. I thought it was interesting because I'm looking at my face. I said, oh, that's what it looks like when I'm focused. Well, I talked to some folks about it, and just threw the question out there. I said, why am I not doing videos like this? And they were like, yeah, I told you should be, right? Yeah, but the thing with doing trade videos like that, to me, is that people in the trade, everybody does it a different way. And because everybody does it a different way, there is some standards. The end result is a standard. How you get to that end result is totally on you, how you learn, your skill set, whatnot, right? So I put up pictures of me mudding the walls, but I've never put up pictures or videos of me patching a hole in a wall, because there's a couple different ways to do it. There's a couple different ways to do it. Rosie asked in here, I sent her a picture of how I put up a wall, how I was patching a hole in the wall, and the first thing she fucking told me was that's not the way her son does it. I'm a lot older than her son, and I'm doing it a lot longer than him. And I do it my way. He does it his way. But that's the kind of shit you'll run into putting up videos of you actually doing work. Somebody will think you're doing it wrong, and somebody will inevitably jump in, like talking about with movies, and try to say, oh, I do it a different way. No shit. No shit. This is the way I do it. You got a better method? Awesome. Get a job, get a company. But being someone who has done this for a living, and still can do this stuff for a living, this is the way I do it. I'm not saying this is the absolute way you have to do it, but this is the way I do it. And you always pick up new techniques and new methods, because new tools and techniques are always developed. You watch videos like that? Look, I watch videos of people digging in the dirt. I played it on here before. And wildlife stuff where these dudes are digging out in the dirt, and I don't know what country they're fucking in, building whole structures underground and pools and stuff like that. All right, lets me know you don't need all this extra shit to do what you want to get done. You just have to understand the materials you're working with and what you have available to you to get it done. So, in essence, I don't use a pro press for copper pipes. I'll use a MAP gas torch and solder and rough wire, and I get it done. So the water heater was the same way. Yeah, you did say I used too many screws, but you know what? Any girlfriend I ever had didn't think I used too many screws. Just saying. I use the amount of screws required, and I usually know the number of those screws. Just saying. And you saw the finished result. Could you see them damn screws? No. But that patch is solid. No, she's not cooking me. But here's the thing, Andre. This is what you deal with when you do work as a contractor. People who don't do your fucking job thinking they know better than you. She thought I used too many screws. Why? Because her son taught her how to do it and he didn't use that many screws. That's why. They always think they know better. That's what makes self-contracted for me so fucking irritating. Constantly talking to people because Dr. Rosie, for what she's a doctor in, nobody would question her about what she said about what she does. They wouldn't. You wouldn't tell her that's not true. That's not the right diagnosis. They wouldn't say that shit. They would have to be a doctor for her to listen to that shit. But as long as you don't have that in front of your name, people always question what you know, even though what I know by being a journeyman makes me a doctor in that field. But everybody thinks they can do it. But they have not spent the required 10,000 hours, 4 years of schooling to do it. They haven't. And I spent more than 10,000 hours doing this shit. And what do you know about the 10,000 hours? That's mastery. If you spent that much time, that's mastery. Just saying. I got to learn how to properly patch a hole in the wall myself. I got a bunch of mini holes from all the shells I put up and then removed. They're just little screw holes, Herb. Just little screw holes. What up, Stack of Starve? Yeah, that's facts. Trade people know that. If you contract for yourself, you know that. Who's the worst person you want to deal with if you contract? It's usually women. Why? Because they don't do your job and they think they know it better than you. That's why. That's why you charge people so fucking much, to get them to shut the fuck up. Charging too little, they think they want to help you or sit over your shoulder and learn from you when they ain't paying you to learn from you. I just want to see if I can do it so I don't have to call you guys out again. No, you're going to be calling us out again. You don't need to be fixing this shit. You don't need to be doing this. This is not what you do. You don't go to the doctor and then run into the emergency room and just say, I just want to make sure, I want to watch the video of you operating on me to make sure you know what the fuck you doing. You ain't spent no time getting a doctorate in medical school. Shut the fuck up. Because you watched a video? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? No, but they do that shit with carpenters all the time. All the time. It's one of the most annoying things. Anybody with hands-on regular trade skills, that's what they do. They question you the whole time. They wouldn't question a doctor, they fucking mechanic, they gynecologist as much as they question you. Because your intelligence and your skill is considered lesser. It's more attainable to them, so they figure they can question you on that shit. Screw holes or what, Herb? Because I can answer your question right now and tell you how to fix it. If there's screw holes and they have the paint, they're not really big. If they're smaller than, say, you might not even know what the shit means. Yeah, this is how much of a carpenter I am. I got a measuring tape sitting right near me. Well, it's not going to work, so you can't see it. It's not focusing. So, if you take an inch on a measuring tape or a ruler, and you go from that middle hash mark to the next one equal distance to the right or left, which is a quarter, and then you go to that next one half of that, which is an eighth. If the screw hole is smaller than the eighth of an inch across, use not silicone, use DAP caulking. And this will be the fun part for you, Herb. Cut that tip of that caulking off pretty small. You don't have to cut a big gab of it. You just need to cut it off pretty small, probably about an eighth of an inch as well, about the length of the hole. You use a caulking gun, or you could just squeeze it out of a little roll tube, a toothpaste tube looking like. You squirt that DAP in caulking into that hole until it puffs out a little bit like a pimple. And then you take your putty knife, because you will have one of these, plastic or metal, whatever. Metal is better. And just rub it down the wall like you're shaving. And once you get it smooth, leave it. Then if you have the paint, let it dry a couple minutes and then paint over it. Done. You've now fixed the screw hole in your wall. Anything bigger, then you start using screws and tools and shit like that. But screw holes, those are the easiest ones to fix. You just don't want it bubbling out to make it look stupid. And Dr. Rosie, I'm a journeyman too. I've been a journeyman since 2000. How long has your son been a journeyman? And I'm a carpenter, not just a plasterer. So I do all of that shit. Now, I'm not saying His union did not train them the way that they do it. They do it the way they do it in Plasterers Union. But like I said, there's 100 ways to do any of this shit. But like we would say in the trade, I'm fucking this cat, you just hold the tail. Meaning, you don't need to tell me how to do it. I'm the one doing it. All you need to do is steady this motherfucker. And congratulations to your son. Because he got his own company, he know his shit. It's just not the way I do it. But I don't focus only on plastering. Because I want the structure to be firm so I don't have to come back and do it again. Saying. What up, Beast? Yeah, the Danger Room is open, sir. And I just watched that update for Rivals, what's coming in season 4. I don't like some of that shit. I don't. They gonna buff Scarlet Witch again. Like, for what, dude? This is the most broken character in this game. Fuck you. I am interested to play Angela and Daredevil. That should be fun. But some of the other shit. We don't use Robson screws everywhere. We don't. Andre, but I deal with people who use fucking Star Point stuff on regular in-home crap. They don't know the difference between screws. They don't. They don't know the difference between screws, screw heads, the threads, none of that shit. So they will use sheet metal screws outside in the elements to hold up fences and gates and shit. Because half of it is technicians, handymen who don't know the difference, have never worked in the trades. And the other half is residents who think they can fix shit. because their job affords them the ability to buy tools. It's irritating. Well, you don't work with me and you don't work in California. You probably would have never heard it. The person who told me that, funny enough, was a black dude named Charles. And Charles was a pile butt and a Muslim, ex-Muslim. No, excuse me. It wasn't Charles. It was Abdur. So it was an older black guy. And he was my journeyman at one point when I was an apprentice. And when I was asking him a lot of questions on how he was doing it, like, oh, we could do it this way or whatever, which apprentices do. That's fine. It shows that your brain is engaged with what's going on with the work. So that's how you learn it. He said that shit. Said, I'm fucking this cat. You just hold the tail. Because it's 100 different ways to do any of this shit. But the journeyman is the one that's in the lead. You're doing it his way. You may come up with your own way to do it later, but for now, you're doing it his way because you're there to assist him, not to tell him, to assist him. That's the job of the apprentice. Doesn't mean you can't have a good idea. Doesn't mean your idea might not work. It's just he can take it or he can leave it. Maybe you guys have time to see if your idea works, because trust and believe, if he's made it to that status of journeyman, he's done it 100 different ways. So somebody's probably hit on your idea before. If he has time, you guys have time on the work, he might let you try that shit. My cousin was like that. He'd tell you, no, that probably ain't gonna work, but you want to try it your way first? Okay, fine. Let you try it your way first. And when that shit doesn't work, you have to go back to doing it the journeyman's way. He said, now, what do we learn? Now let's do it this way. This is the way we do it. And this is why. Now you know why we don't do it that way. Because sometimes you can't tell motherfuckers shit. They have to fail at it so they understand. But you also have to remove all them goddamn excuses they use for why they failed. It has to be right there in their face, by their hands, by their actions, that it did not work. So how we did that on the site was, let's just say we're learning how to put in a shutoff in a 30 foot high wall. The reason why you don't do it this way, well, let's just use these. These are bigger. Okay, fine. You go ahead and do your side that way, and I'll do my side this way. And then when it's time to strip this shut off, we'll see which way worked better. Now, when you got the person standing up on rebar in a fucking, 2 foot opening and standing on rebar like a fucking pigeon, trying to pull out all these long ass fucking 16Ls and all this shit behind steel and stuff like that, when pressure has got put against this and they cussing and fussing and busting their knuckles and shit like that. It's like, so did your way work? No, it's just tough, man. It's just because, yeah, well, we done over here already. What? You know why? Because we didn't do it that way. And this is why we don't do it that way. What you're dealing with right now is why we don't do it that way. But you had to do it your way to figure that shit out. So fine. Finish stripping that shit. We going to lunch. So now you know, next time, do it the way you're fucking told. Because we do know better. Get it right the first time so you don't have to do it again. Exactly. Yeah, I watched the video. I subscribed to the Rivals channel. So I saw Geekong, or however you say his name, Gong, sitting there talking with bad English. And then the other developer programmer talking about what they were doing. Yeah, so what? Our Ultimate is bad enough. It didn't need to be buffed. Didn't need to be buffed. I got hit with that shit, not in field of vision of her behind stuff. No, it doesn't need to be buffed. Buff somebody else. Another character. One of the superintendents was 30 years a Red Seal carpenter. I learned a bit from him. Just a bit. He wasn't paying attention. Artisan, not to change the subject. Did you cover the latest Marvel Zombies trailer? It looks interesting. I did not. I haven't covered anything. I was sitting here watching Ninja Watchers watch me. And Marvel Zombies, I'm not that damn interested in. The undead creatures, the zombies are never the interesting ones to me. I've never cared about zombies. I didn't care about Marvel Zombies when it was in comics. Never. So I don't care about them doing a Marvel Zombies animated show. I'll probably watch it because I have to. But I'm not that damn interested in it. I haven't seen the trailer. I guess I should probably watch the trailer. Let's see. I think the whole zombies thing is past time now. It's past its time. If it wasn't, you'd probably still see The Walking Dead having a strong following. It'd probably still be on the air. But no, zombies have. What did that 28 years later do? What did that movie do? Did it do really good? Yeah, what did we learn? Look, some people have to fall before they want to listen to what's being told to them. Some people have to. Some people don't. My daughter saw her brother get his ass whooped for doing something. She didn't need to have that ass whooping to understand not to do that. She understood that was serious. We don't do that. We don't do that because we get that kind of shit. I don't want that. My ass is sensitive. So her head wasn't as fucking hard because her ears work really well. Boys, you might have to kick their ass a little bit because some of them going to be incorrigible. They're going to resist it regardless. Yeah, no lunch break for you. You just forfeited your lunch. Or you get to sit on lunch and look at that shit and know you got to come back and do it when everybody else going on to something else because we're not going to come back and do it for you. We're not going to give anybody to help you either. No, that's your mess. You fucking clean it up. You're going to learn that lesson. It might take you the whole day, but you're going to learn that goddamn lesson. So when we get to it tomorrow or next week and we tell you to go over there and put in that damn shut off, you know exactly how to fucking do it now. Unless you want to spend the next day again over there stripping that bitch out all day with your feet fucking hurting because they just curving over from standing on rebar for so long. You get tired of that shit. You're going to learn. All right. Let's see what this Marvel Zombies looks like. Don't ruin it for me. Let me watch the shit. You have bad habits. Told you I woke up on apparently I woke up on the angry side because I get tired of fucking people. So, and things not working correctly. There, I can block this shit out later. So just what I needed. More animated violence and blood in a Marvel cartoon happening in San Francisco. And I need to see a Dora Milaje zombie. This just
All the Avengers are dead. And they're coming for us.
All right, we got a world to save. Namor.
Shit.
Oh my God!
Whoa. That's how you do that then.
Wow.
the fuck is up with my button, dude? I will edit that shit out later. Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Rudd, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Tessa Thompson, Simu Liu, Aquafina, Haley Seinfeld, Wyatt Russell, Randall Park, Iman Vellani, and Dominique Thorne. Where is the masculinity in that shit? Randall Park, Simu Liu, David Harbour, and Paul Rudd, and Wyatt Russell. Everybody else is chicks. So Ant-Man, Red Guardian, not Iron Fist, but Shang-Chi and U.S. Agent and Randall Park. Randall Park is just an FBI agent. Fucking hell, dude. But they're killing stuff, so you know everybody will be excited about that. Fucking hell. And they brought back the Scarlet Witch zombie because she was problematic enough in the What If series. She was badass and OP there too, beastly nerd. So, yeah, I guess I know who will be excited about that. Spectrum kids. Blade Moon Knight combination. So, that's not what we've been asking for. It's not what we've been asking for. That is not what we've been asking to see Blade in. Shut the fuck up. Look. Here, let's do y'all a solid, just so we can act like we don't forget over here. Let's just give you this. You see what that says? Marvel, Blade. Oh, look, it's animated. The song slashing through the night. Thematic. Madhouse. You know what animation company? One of the ones I love? Madhouse. You know why? Did you ever see Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust? Okay, Madhouse. Fuck them. We're trying to put Blade in an animated show. We're looking for the live action, Marvel. Stop trying to use him to pump your shitty projects. I don't give a fuck about no Marvel zombies. I've seen it already. And What If, I believe twice. Get to the new material. You know why vampires are cooler than zombies? Because vampires have personality. They were still people at one point. If you focused the show solely on zombies, it wouldn't be interesting. It probably wouldn't be any dialogue. Because zombies are mindless drones. You know, the people they want to watch that shit. They don't think, they just consume. So they're making it for the zombie audience. Because the show will, in fact, eat your brains. Spectrum Kid Theater. Yeah, Castlevania, the show, was Madhouse too. That's why it looks so fucking good. No, they're using the characters from the What If show, which is an alternate universe anyway. So they can still use these characters, but use them differently, and still apparently have Florence Pugh, Yelena, White Widow, be the leader of the team again. And a bunch of scary ass dudes. And the two masculine ones, you know, Red Guardian and U.S. Agent Wyatt Russell, I guess they're going to be the comic relief or get to get shit on the whole time again, too. I'm not interested in seeing that shit. I'm not. I'm less interested even after seeing the trailer and thinking about it. And you see how long it's taking me to think about it. Not long at all. Didn't take a minute. Andre, you're late to the party. I've already seen the movie Weapons twice. And if you look on my page, which apparently disappointed me to ask me that question, which means you haven't, there's already a review for Weapons on my page, on my channel. I even did a stream about it. I've seen Weapons twice already. Once here in California, once in Vegas. That's why black folks are failing. We always behind. Prince said the same shit. Always late to the party, unprepared, and behind. Bitching about fucking oppression. Red Guardian was a highlight of the Black Widow movie. Yeah, he was. But he's a joke in the MCU. Oh, he's touching. You got to follow the element. But he's a dumbass who wants his own aggrandization and is not given that. What up, Trust? I'm glad you're live. I should bring you up. That's understandable. If it's a newer movie, though, you realize I probably went to see it in the theater. But the only way you know is to ask. Or look at a motherfucker's channel. Never start with the good guns. I never played the Resident Evil games. I bought it from my brother. I never played the shit. It was never interesting like that to me. It's like my company is doing a team staff development or staff appreciation day. So the whole team, technicians and leasing, are going up to Sacramento to do panic rooms. I'm not interested. Not because I'm the only black male in that group that understands that me living my life is living in a panic room. Or the fact that I know that none of these other people that work with me actually think like me. But it just doesn't seem like the thing I do for fun. It's what I live. So my survival in this room, scenario-wise, is going to be based on working with a bunch of other people who think they know better than me? No, I'm not interested. And the one room I was interested in, I would end up being in there with my director, which is going to be a problem. Because we still need to have a conversation about this whole money and relocation shit. No, we're not having a meeting of the minds where I'm make believe in my survival is on the line and I got to deal with a bunch of people who just see this shit as being fun for kicks. Fuck you. No, I'll work. I will. So no, I'm not interested. 3 black people at that job out of, say, 25 people, only 3 of us is black, and one of those 3 is a black male. And everybody else wants to do a panic room. I don't. I wanted to do paintball. And I made the joke to the person putting it together, said, oh, what you didn't want to encourage any thoughts, huh? Because I know most of y'all can't fucking run. And too big to hide behind trees. Whatever. The fuck do I want to be locked in with a group of people for to try to see if we can come to some conclusion together to solve the problem and get out of it? That's what I do at work. That sounds like a regular work day. What the fuck? No, I'm not interested. Not interested. I'm not getting more interested. The closer we get, the less interested I'm in. Andre, my brother and my mother were talking about this not a couple weeks back. We were talking about that. My brother, some chick that he knew, was trying to get him to go to a panic room. He was like, "Yeah, I ever did that shit? Hell no." My brother was clowning that shit. I was like, no. Now, what up, Nameless? My Scorpio, my Sasori Kage. Chat instruction in the panel. Oos to the Nameless one. I could see doing a panic room with some other black folks, maybe some other black men. I don't see doing a panic room with a bunch of white folks, especially not a bunch of women. If you're doing a shit on a date or something like that, some chick you like, that could be fun. Find out you probably don't need to be dating her, or it just needs to be about sex. But otherwise, it's not. No. This is the thing about black folks and how you know me and my brother are my mother's kids. My mother doesn't agree with giving anybody else that much control over her life, even though it's a made up scenario. Your survival in this made up scenario is based on how you work with others and how all of you figure this shit out. If you figure it out first, you have to try to negotiate with the other people in the group, 5 to 6 to 7 other people, to have them listen to your fucking idea so you can get the fuck out of there. Everybody think they know better. Or everybody gonna skate by on your brains. That's real life. That's not entertainment for me. That's real life. So it is not interesting to me. My brother didn't like it because he didn't want the idea of anybody trying to lock him in somewhere where he couldn't get out. I don't blame you, because as black men, we always trying to stay out of jail, right? Or lock us into things that we can or cannot do. Like Nameless is in here, somebody telling him he can't be a fucking ninja. Not speak Japanese, not know that. That's not your culture, nigga. You're not supposed to know that shit. No, it's not entertaining to me. I don't like to be confined. Conversationally, personally, or physically. No. The reason why I plan for long layovers when I fly to the East Coast is because I don't want to be sitting in the plane that damn long. I don't. It's too confining. I'm not claustrophobic like that. I do have a little bit of it, thanks to street scene and standing in front of fucking a white girl with a ponytail waiting to see Ziggy Marley. But I don't like to be caged in like that. No, it's not for me. I love open spaces for a reason. Being locked in a room with a bunch of dumbasses, that's not my idea of a good time. It's not. And if I figure it out and get everybody out of there, 1, I know I'm not getting the credit for that shit. And 2, it's just like any other day of the week, a bunch of people skating by on my intelligence. So fuck that. I'd rather you pay me for it. I played the escape room games online when I was younger. I normally just got bored and frustrated and gave up. Attention span. Folks are very uncomfortable with black men that don't allow a predictable pattern. People in general, but black men especially. Oh, absolutely. Nameless. You know this better than I do. Or just as well. Yes. Uncomfortable as fuck. It's like that Chris Rock joke with you're not supposed to be that damn smart. Like who taught you octagon, nigga? It's that kind of shit. How do you know that? Because I'm not an idiot. And that's what I usually have to tell people nowadays. Because I'm not an idiot. I did a 2-minute explanation of a universe in particles to somebody at work and just saw they fucking like, how do you know this? Because I'm not an idiot. I know shit. My head is not big because it's empty. And you never know what the fuck I know if I don't tell you. And what I've learned in my old age, everybody don't need to know that shit. It's more fun sitting back watching them think that you fucking stupid. In some ways. You were born in an escape room at every point in the interaction in this environment. Exactly, too, Triv. That's why I don't find that shit entertaining. They said that when they had to vote, they had everybody vote on what they wanted to do for this, and they were willing to open up to suggestions. And since most of the workforce is made up of women, Caucasian or white facing, Latino, they all wanted to do escape rooms, which psychologically tells me they live their life with no danger. They see danger as excitement. That means they have a really comfortable life because some of these women are all spouses. If they weren't doing this job, they'd be stay-at-home moms. So their idea of excitement is a little bit of danger. That's not what I look for in excitement. Because I actually live in the real world. Not comfortable, not taken care of. I couldn't sit on my ass and get bloated and just be okay with it. No. My life is actually fraught with danger. So I don't look for that as a good time. My idea of a good time and fun is not having that shit at all. Or being able to exact some measure of violence on the shit that would be trying to take me out. Air paintball, because I can shoot back. And it's considered okay. They went down for that, though. You goddamn right. You know why, too. Because your asses be getting picked off. Are you looking forward to any movies coming out this year? Absolutely. I'm still trying to find time to go see Caught Stealing. Darren Aronofsky. Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Lev Shriver, Vincent D'Onofrio. A lot of great actors in that. Director I like. I still want to see that movie. It's out now. I just haven't had time to go see it yet. Excuse me. And I got one more on-call day next weekend. So next weekend will be an on-call weekend if you mark in your calendars. So after that, I'll be off the call list for a couple weeks. So I got time. Name was said. I called it talking dog syndrome when I was growing up. Most know it as you're so articulate fallacy when speaking baseline obvious information, and it can get tiring, thus empathetic fatigue. Yes, very tiring, which is why I come on pissy sometimes. Which is why I get pissy. Because to me, it's obvious. It's obvious. And you're not a child, so I don't understand why you don't get it. I'd rather go to the rage room where you can break shit. Yeah, they have few of those around here. Those are fun. But that's a guy's. I would think that would play more to guys, because guys, in some senses, especially black men, are treated like Superman in a sense. You can do all this strength stuff and all the rest of that, but you can't break anything. So you always have to be contained and not break shit. You go in a place like that, oh, you can break shit. That's why I love demo when I was doing construction work. That's why I like demo, because some shit you can break. You can use all your strength and break this shit out of there if you feel like, oh, God damn, bro. Because you don't usually get those releases. You don't usually have those outlets. Because at a point when I was in my 30s, I said, I need to sign up for some fighting classes just so I can have somebody try to beat the shit out of me. And I can hit back with my full force. While you're here, so I can get this shit out. Be dangerous otherwise. Red Guardian had no action scenes in Black Widow. Yeah, he did. He broke a dude's arm in jail, in prison. He had an action scene. He got his ass kicked by Taskmistress. Shout out to Nerdrotic, because that was funny. That's a funny name. So he had an action scene. I'm with you. I wanted to be in a closed room with a bunch of white people who don't care about and dealing with their own lame employment morale gatherings. Yeah, no, that's not team building. The shit that they do and they plan is on some high school girl level shit. For real. I don't care. I'm not a high school girl. I don't find that exciting. The amount of money they wasted on this shit, they could have went half the distance and probably spent the same amount of money. No. Some cush life people who think they're going to have a good time doing this shit. Do it without me. I traded a dude that wanted to go do that shit to go do it so I could sit there, because the person that's on call that day doesn't get to go because they have to be on call for the residents. I switched him so I could do that shit. I would rather deal with the shit at work than be up there in that panic room with them. Go without me. I will opt out. And I remember in my 30s when I really started understanding that I could do that shit, it rubbed people the wrong way all the time. It really fucked up my wife. Your husband ain't here? No, he can let you go without you? Yeah. I don't know what excuses she had to make. There wasn't no excuse to be made, really, for me. It's like, I don't want to go. I'm not interested. But we have to. See, that shit right there? Nah. I'm done with those. I don't have to go nowhere. Except to sleep. Shit. And if I put it off long enough, that shit will happen automatically without my permission. No, I don't want to go. I'm not interested. I already know it's not going to be my kind of scene. I'm not interested in going. Them posters. Funny thing about them posters. Most are oblivious to the fact that they don't fam. It gives a sense that folks are gaslighting you. That's why in the end, most of the time, we just tell folks, go be great and keep it moving. Yeah. Go have fun. Have fun. I hope you have a really good time without me being there. Like chipping concrete? Yeah. Concrete with a sledge, 5-pound sledge. Maybe you got a wall or something. That'll get it out of you. That'll get it the fuck out of you quick. That'll get it out of you quick. It's like that scene in the first season of Punisher. No, second season of Punisher. And he was working on a construction site with the sledge. and breaking the walls, and that's just all he wanted to do all day. Similar to that. Demo was those days I really enjoyed if I was having some aggression issues. You can cut, you can break, you can shear off. If it's stuck, even better. Even better. Using power tools, your muscles is engaged, even better. Kick it, do whatever. Don't matter. Get the shit out of here. All this can go? Yeah, we ain't saving none of this? Nope. Good. Boom. Fucking it up in there. All I needed to know, we weren't saving it. Good. So whatever happens to it is fine. I get super anxious at times. He also fought with Black Widow. Beast said, exactly why I don't do haunted houses with scary people, because I get angry really quick about people not using their brains. Well, your first instinct is to fight back. Some people just like being scared because it's not their first. They don't usually get scared in life because they don't have anything to be scared of. But like I'm saying, psychologically, that's entertaining to some people because they don't have a dangerous life at all. Their life is not danger. I'm realizing now that I don't like people following behind my car too closely. I don't know if I'm getting paranoid in my old age or what. I just don't like people following behind my car too closely. And if I jump lanes and you jump lanes too, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? I want to see you. What the fuck are you behind me so close for? You got all these goddamn empty lanes and you up on my ass. Come on, man. Quit it. I'm just chopping firewood for that reason. Yeah, I don't have to chop any firewood. If I did, there'd be a mountain outside. There would be a mountain outside. I got enough machetes that I need some bushes around here to cut. But I don't have that either. So one of the reasons why you can see me moving to the south. There'd be the shit that I have in here would be useful in places that got a little bit overgrown. You don't get to use that shit that much in the city. So the machetes are for people. Anyway, I guess I could get to some geek shit since I bitched about everything else. 3 to 5 swings with that sledgehammer and all your anger. Yeah, it's dude. 5-pound sledge, 6-inch thick wall, about 10 feet long. You'll be done before you get to 2 feet. That shit will be out of you by the time you get to 2 feet. No matter how mad your ass was, it'll probably be out of you before you get to 2 feet. 2 feet into that bitch, you'll be done. You'll be done. Brick, different because brick breaks crazy. But a solid concrete wall, oh yeah, you'll have to be done before 10 feet. It'll be all out of you. You might not even have no aggression left. Motherfucker punched you in the face and handed you that sledgehammer and let you swing away. By the time you got 2 feet in, your ass would be like, okay, I think I'm good at this shit. You'll feel your heart beating out your chest. You would. Your arms would be tired. Can we talk about this? Yeah. As long as you calm the fuck down. Offensive driving training kicks in when you reach middle age. I share the sentiment. Yeah. I be watching. I had this woman yesterday when I was coming from my mother's house, coming from Sacramento on I-80 in a Porsche. I don't have a Porsche. And my car is not running too hot right now. It's on its way to the graveyard. This bitch run up on the side of me. Not on the side, behind me. In a 4-lane highway with nobody in the lanes opposite me. This bitch ran up behind me fast. She coming up behind me fast. She can get in the fast lane and pass me. But no, she's still driving up behind me. Reason I know it was a bitch because I saw them coming up behind me and I got over. Like, let them go. I don't know what the fuck their issue is, but let them go past. What did she do? As soon as I moved, then she slowed down. Then she got behind me in the other lane. So I got back in the lane I was in. Then she sped up and passed me, but she didn't get off the freeway at that exit. She wasn't getting off the freeway. She just wanted, it's stupid. It's a dumb psychological thing. People only like drive. The reason you see people that drive up behind you that damn fast, because they like dogs chasing cars. That's what they are in a vehicle. They're just like chasing something. As soon as it moves, that's why they don't pass you. Oh, the motivation is gone now. They're not chasing anybody. They might have been barreling up behind your ass at 80 miles an hour. As soon as you move out the way, they don't pass you, they fall back, which means they got off the gas, which means what? You don't like the empty open lane? That's where I drive fast. I don't drive fast up on the back of somebody's car. I drive fast in clear waters. The fuck is wrong with you, stupid? You're just like chasing something. Dogs chasing cars in a car. And then got around and then drove past me. When I got back in the other lane, it's like, this dumbass bitch. And that's how I knew it was a woman, because I looked at her as she passed. It was a dumb white woman. I don't give a fuck that you in a Porsche. Go about your fucking day. Running up behind me. Stupid ass. Scary movies, I don't watch a lot of them. I don't. I do want to see this Conjuring Last Rites because the trailer looked good, but I haven't watched any of the other Conjuring movies, and I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't. I can put horror movies with slow music, if they even make that shit anymore. Bump and grind music, put it that way. Horror movies, bump and grind, slow songs and stuff like that all go with one thing: having a chick. If you got a chick, taking her to horror movies is fun. If you have a chick, slow music is fun. If you have a chick, bump and grind music is fun. You don't have a chick, you don't have no interest in none of that shit. You don't. What's the point? At least that's what I found. I don't need that shit. Chicks love that shit. Why? They live pretty safe lives. She probably gave you the middle finger too. I wouldn't give a fuck. I didn't appreciate her flying up behind my car like that. Nor did I appreciate the fat bitch who rolled up on the side of me at the auto zone while I'm got my hood open, changing my car air filter, and asked me, do I work here? What, bitch? It's just a question. A dumbass one, yes. What makes it look like I work here? These motherfuckers wear red shirts in here. I got on a gray shirt and under my car, in the hood of my car. No, your big ass just showed up and thought it was somebody supposed to be serving you. And then thought she was cute. If you don't get your... Yeah, this is probably not the day I should have been doing the stream. I got angst. I got too many angst today. These drive trucks had many people do goofy shit like that while I was driving. Yeah, because they're looking to get smashed. They're looking to get hit by a truck and get paid. They do it here. And what do they end up doing? They either get hit by trucks or clipping and hitting motorcycle drivers, because they do that shit with motorcycle drivers. And end up hitting them, throwing them down the fucking freeway somewhere. Stupid. I watched a review after the stream, but I read Weapons was supposed to be horror scary. It's not. I talked to my boy HVAC Steven yesterday. I finally saw him again after being gone for a few weeks. And he finally saw Sinners. Loved it. Fine. And I told him the two best movies that I've seen, or two of the best movies that I've seen so far this year, has been Sinners and Weapons. And the thing that Weapons and Sinners share is that they are both mislabeled. They're mislabeled as fuck. Both of those movies are called horror movies. There are horror elements, but those are not horror movies because there is way too much story going on to be a horror movie. Way too much story. Weapons is not horror. It's not. It's mislabeled by calling it a horror movie. It's more a drama, or I should say a thriller and suspense than horror. It's psychologically unsettling, I can tell you that much. When you get into what's going on with the characters and what's going on in this town, it's unsettling. Right? Sinners, the only reason you can call that shit horror because a vampire shows up and there's blood shown. Other than that, it's a movie with a vampire in it. Every vampire, Twilight ain't called a horror movie. They got vampires all through this shit. Werewolves and sucking blood and all kind of shit. They never call it a horror. Sinners was mislabeled by calling it a horror. Calling it a horror kept people out of the theaters from seeing it because they're thinking there's some grotesque violence going on. No. Calling Weapons a horror was like, what, because of the end? Everything, dude, 95% of that movie is nothing horrific going on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's mislabeled as fuck. Mislabeled as fuck. And it does the movie a disservice by putting that horror label on it. It doesn't help it at all. Fucking Malika saw it. Malika, how much horror did you see in that movie? Sinners, horror on it is a disservice. There's so much going on with music and story and time period and characters. Dude, this is not a horror movie. I've seen horror movies. They usually don't got that much going on. It's straight to the point where this is the reason why this thing is killing these other things. That's not what was happening there. In Sinners, the main horror character of Remick, the vampire, is one of the most entertaining characters in the whole fucking movie. One of the most. I wish he didn't die in that shit so I can get more stories with Remick because he was fun to watch. So, no, not horse. Mislabeled. You still haven't watched Sinners? Oh my fucking God. I just ruined it for you. You better go watch that shit today. It's on HBO Max. You can put off watching my review to watch Sinners. And when you watch it on the small screen, though, you should have saw it in IMAX. You should have saw it in IMAX. That needed to be watched in IMAX. In the theater, not at home. 10% horror, 90% thriller. Exactly. It's. I told HVAC Steven, after watching Weapons, it gave me the feeling of Prisoners, and it made me go back and watch Prisoners again so I can see how much they took from Prisoners. It didn't make me want to go watch Nightmare on Elm Street or none of that shit again. No, it didn't. It played on a little bit more up here and not more, the animal fearful brain shit. No. Again, I thought Weapons was going to be about aliens. I thought that for a hot second too. Like, oh, these motherfucking kids got abducted. So no, it's not horror. No, it's not. That is a misnomer, a mislabel to keep people from watching that shit. And the movies that have made the most money this year have been movies that are supposedly horror or in the horror genre. Sinners and Weapons is getting rave reviews from everybody. And it's not because it's Marvel Zombies grotesque. Imagine that. Anyway, there's been a link in the chat for a while for anybody who wanted to come up and jump into this shit. Because as I make this pivot, I can tell you the stuff that's actually supposed to be horror, I guess, Alien Earth. In some ways, it could be considered horrible, but it's not horror. I watched this last episode, and I remember who told me it. I think it was JT. No, I think it was Sportaholic. Sportaholic wanted to see what I thought of episode 5 of Alien Earth. This is on the Patreon side. He left that comment. And I told him as soon as I watch it and record it, you'll see it. I put it up last night because I finally got to watch it again. Because Thursday night, I fell asleep on that shit. Did a whole recording with me sleeping near the end. I did it again and put it up on Patreon. So that's up there with its own review. But like I say, top 3 fix of 2025, Sinners, Magazine, Dreams, and Weapons. Yeah, I agree with that list. That's my list. And I've seen a lot of movies so far. A lot of movies. The year's almost over. Those have been the best ones. And each one of those were overlooked for certain reasons. 2 of them star black men. Imagine why that happened. Since we was talking about panic rooms, Andre, Sinners is like a panic room, nigga. So, Alien Earth, I did my review in the Patreon. I still haven't cut those reviews out and put them up on YouTube yet. It's just the way I do videos takes too goddamn long, and it's only me. So I had to figure out another way to get these damn things up quicker. Because at this point, there are 5 reviews for Alien Earth. And if you're not on Patreon, you haven't seen them. Because I don't think I've put a 1 up on YouTube yet. Let's see. Let's fall back and see what's on the YouTube side. Go to studio. Yeah, I only got the Peacemaker episode up. Only the Peacemaker episode. And that's episode 1. So I had 2 episodes of Peacemaker to put up. And 5 episodes of Alien Earth to put up. Yeah, I'm missing episodes all over the place of regular shows. There's no episodes up here for the rest of the Penguin. Fuck it up. I work too much. You haven't seen, but you're curious? What, gay porn? It's just you. DCU. DCEU, James Gunn, DC Universe now. Don't watch Peacemaker with your daughter. Do not watch Peacemaker with your daughter. I talked to JT yesterday while I was at my mother's, and JT was talking about this last episode of Peacemaker and the problem that we could be running into with James Gunn doing the DCEU, that it's all his pen. He's writing all of this shit, even different characters. So it might be too much of James Gunn. I'm like, yes, it will be. But he pointed out a flaw in saying that, okay, you wrote Superman, and that is the most PG thing that he's doing in the DCEU. Everything else is R. Peacemaker, all of that, right? But you're telling people that Peacemaker season 2 is the follow-up to Superman. Superman is PG. Peacemaker is R. So anybody watching Superman, since kids love Superman, anybody watching Superman that set their kid down to watch season 2 of Peacemaker, in the first episode saw a whole fucking orgy. You've just traumatized those children. There's a disconnect there, because you took them from a PG property into a straight up R, damn near X. And I say X because you see flopping penis. Drug use, alcohol, sex on screen. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Yes. So, don't watch Peacemaker with your daughter. No, it's not for kids. In the comics, I don't remember Superman or Peacemaker. I can't point to an issue where I remember them interacting, but they're in the same universe in the comic books. They are. Peacemaker's just an older character. TV MA must attend. Maturity acquired. That's not even just mature. That's like saying Vivid Video is just mature. No, nigga. That was a full-on orgy that carried over to episode 2, and you still had titties in episode 3. So he slowly tapered it off, apparently, so far. But you still get the nudity. He just smack you in the face with it in episode 1. So the point that JT is making, it could be a disconnect for this whole universe situation, because there ain't many safe harbors in it. Superman is the only one, because Supergirl ain't gonna be that damn safe because of the story they're trying to tell with the Supergirl. So that might not be the one for kids either. Creature Commandos, animated or not, is definitely not for kids, because they fucking in that too. So basically all of this stuff is R-rated. All of it. Except for the Superman movie. It's all R-rated. That's not for kids. So, as JT would say, James Gunn is Zack Snyder, just more colorful. That's it. He just uses a brighter color palette. But it's still the same shit. She probably wanted free service. I don't know what that comment was about. Oh, in relation to what's up with this button, dude? So, yeah, it's an interesting problem to have, that this whole universe, the DCEU universe, is going to have to be pinned by James Gunn. Even though they said the Supergirl movie is not directed by him, supposedly not written by him, it's going to have to fit within this universe that is all James Gunn themed. And most of it, the pillars of it, is written by him. So it has to fit into that. That could be problematic. JT worried about James Gunn and him burning himself out in his own mental health. Like, you saw his mental health in episode 1 of Peacemaker, season 2, episode 1 of Peacemaker. You saw his mental health where it is, blown off steam. But that means that it's going to be some repetitive characters or some repetitive archetype of characters. So I'm curious what Green Lantern is going to look like then. So am I. So am I. Because on screen, you've already had Guy Gardner as your intro to Green Lanterns. Right? So what are the other two Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, going to behave like? And what is the world around them going to be like? I don't know. Is James writing it? Is he directing it, producing it? What? This is where I was trying to explain to JT about the difference of having a singular vision and how I see it. And how I saw it was that I'm fine with a universe having a single vision, a writer, right? And I use the example of George Lucas. Star Wars is good because it is a singular vision. One writer writing these stories. You have a lot of characters underneath that Star Wars banner, but they weren't all getting their own solo projects. Right? You tuned into Star Wars, you saw the adventures of all of these characters, and he pivoted between all of these characters underneath this one banner, right? Going forward, telling the story going forward. So he flushed out the world that way. What James Gunn is doing is he's writing these characters, say 5 in each title, but you got Superman, and then you got Peacemaker, and then you got this over here, then you got the Creature Commandos over here. Each one of these separate projects may have 5 to 6 characters, and he's writing all 18 of these goddamn characters at the same time, which means it can be problematic because you're going to have carryover. There's going to be the same type of character in Superman. That's the same type of character in Creature Commandos. That's the same type of character in Peacemaker. That's the same type of character in whatever other little shit that they do, because it's all being written by the same person. So somebody who acts like Guy Gardner will show up in Peacemaker. And Peacemaker is just Guy Gardner. But it's the same character in Superman, same hyper personality. So what was it? Who acted like Guy Gardner in Creature Commandos? I think it was the little burning flame guy. I forget his name right now. I think it was him. That's where it gets problematic. It's not one story. It's multiple different stories that will end up having the same types of characters in it, which none of them will be actual heroes. They'll be flawed heroes or anti-heroes, but there won't be any actual stomp down good heroes. If so, they'll look like Superman. They'll be played the same way, because that's not what James Gunn does. It's not his stock and trade of making well-adjusted characters. It's not. So that's where I see in the DCEU the solo vision being a problem. Little bit of a hiccup when it comes to putting out projects and introducing newer characters, because most of the world is the James Gunn view now. The characters that anybody else would write Yeah, Dr. Phosphorus. Thank you, Beasley. The characters that anybody else will write would have to fit in the James Gunn tone, which is why Matt Reeves' Batman can't exist. Not in that universe. Can't. Completely different tone. Completely different tone. I talked about that last week when you mentioned it then. So it could be problematic. I will say I am interested to see Supergirl. It should be an interesting story. But it could run into a problem with James Gunn being the only pen on any of this. And it could get to feeling really redundant. Could be really redundant. Because it's only going to be, 7 different archetypes in his head of how to write it. You're already seeing getting used to the idea that it's a James Gunn show because it has to be colorful and it has to be music and it has to be some fucking animal in it. Right? Oh, and it has to be raunchy. Nobody minded the Supergirl show. That's for Tyler Hoagland, Superman and Lois actor came from. Spun out a Supergirl show. He's pretty good. Anyway, no ADD theater. So, Alien Earth, episode 5. So I can get this stream over with. What I liked about the episode was that we get to find out more about Mr. Morrow. And what is a strong point in this show, to me, is Morrow, the character of Morrow, the actor playing Morrow. He's really good. He is very good. And this episode highlights it because it mainly focuses on Morrow, his history, who he is. So, for me, he's one of the standout characters in 5 episodes of this show that I'm really interested every time he's on the screen. Very interested every time he's on the screen. And just what he does with his face or movements or how he looks at people is like, you get that he's processing. My thing is not understanding how much of him is cyborg and how much of him is not cyborg. How much of this is cybernetic, maybe programming, or how much of it is just his own human reactions. What you get in this episode is his past. And you see him emoting, showing love and stuff like that. And it's really stark when you see him how he is now, which begs the question, maybe it's not cybernetics at all. Maybe he's just shut down emotionally because he's just cold. He's just cold as shit. He doesn't care. He cares about his objective. That's it, which will make him seem like a robot, but it doesn't look like a lot of him has been changed into a robot. Maybe not as much. Not sure. It's weird. What up, Beast? I'll bring you back up in a minute. So this episode is really focusing on his history and what happened in that time frame, the 17-day time frame between what we saw in the first episode of the ship and then the ship crashing in the earth. What led up to that crash. And what I can say, which has been the through line for all of this show so far, is that these are the dumbest smart people you will ever meet. The dumbest smart people you will ever meet. Which is tiring. Which also makes me not feel bad for any of these people getting wiped out by aliens. I don't feel bad for them. They brought it on themselves. For their ineptness, their complacency, their fucking hubris. You brought it on yourself. So, fuck you. I don't have to feel bad about them dying. I found out through this that the chick that I was calling a Latina that I thought was really attractive, the XO on the Megonaut, well, she's not Latina. She's Pakistani or Indian. Don't matter. Still attractive as fuck. I know her name now. Rika Lee Manjani. She hot. She's pretty hot. I looked her up. I Googled her ass. She had a whole Hindi wedding and stuff like that. And she's from the Bay Area. She's from San Francisco. Get the fuck out of here. I might have ran into her before. I might have passed her somewhere. But being from the Bay Area makes me think that she related to Kamala Harris. They look like they share some family pictures. So, interesting. Otherwise, no, the episode was good for finding out the mystery and finding out why this ship crashed, because it was not an accident. It was not an accident. It was purposeful. It was done intentionally. Yes, Beastly Nerd. She does still eat spicy food. What a way to break that shit down, Texas boys. Like, so she's not Latino, but does she still eat spicy food? Like, it makes it all the same. Yeah. Different spice, motherfucker. Different spice. Mediterranean spice, not south of the border spice. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. The crashing of that ship was intentional. It wasn't, none of it was an accident. None of it. Not even the creatures getting loose on the ship was an accident. No. Some of it was happenstance by stupid people. Smart people doing dumb things. The ship crashing and stuff like that, that was completely intentional. Completely. There was no accident, no misfortune happening. Yeah, she eat curry spice, not jalapeno spice. Yeah, you got it. Different spice, different farts.
That's all you said. Oh, she's not Latina. I said, it don't matter. Shit, she still eats spicy food. We can still date.
We can still date. Hey, we still in there. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck.
Instead of them fish tacos with the jalapenos, and we're just gonna get the curry chicken. That's all. With
the curry chicken, you're gonna get the curry chicken spice. There you go.
If she was from the Caribbean, it'll be jerk chicken. It'd be Caribbean spice.
It'd be Caribbean spice. Get that jerk chicken on. I like that shit too.
If she was from Southeast Asia, it would be Thailand. It would be that Thai curry.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That burn your throat out curry. Like, I can't even breathe. You said spicy. You said spicy. I gave you spicy. That was way too goddamn spicy, lady.
That's atomic. That's
Yeah,
Wingstop atomic.
Right? Like I
That's
didn't
the
ask for you to rearrange my taste buds completely. What are you doing?
spice that make your tongue go numb.
Yeah, I want to taste food after this. There you
I
go.
gotta-
That's a wedding to India. But she obviously Americanized because she's showing way
too much skin.
way too much skin in some of these other pictures. I'm like, yeah, damn, you definitely Americanized. You are definitely Americanized, lady. So when I looked her up and saw, yeah, she was born in San Francisco. I was like, oh shit, from my side of town. No wonder. I might have seen you somewhere before.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them sultry eyes, boy. Like,
I wonder if her Bellendex skills are on point.
I don't know. They better be. She married, so might be. She married. That should have been locked down for a while, since 2019.
Oh, it's still fresh.
That should have been locked down since 2019. That motherfucker was not playing.
So his pandemic lockdown days were pretty fun then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He wasn't having no shitty pandemic days. He's like, oh, we just don't go outside? Not a problem.
Cue the music.
Cue the music. I will be with my pretty wife in our house. Get back to me after pandemic. He was good. No, she a cutie, man. She is a fucking cutie. You look at these pictures with her smiling, she got a nice mouth too. Like, god damn. Make me upset. Like, here you go. This is the picture I was looking at that I said was showing way too much damn skin. But apparently she does like red. But she's not the only Indian woman I see wear a lot of red and looks really good on their skin. Bam.
Damn.
She even got the little skinny legs out there. It's like, yeah, that's some nice little thigh meat, though. Red raincoat. Okay.
You know, you said, what's this at an event? Because you know her husband is not too far. That motherfucker is right next door.
Yeah, he might be right out the frame holding her. He might be right outside that frame holding her hand.
A couple pictures. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, let's keep it going. Yeah, but she does look like some of Kamala Harris people. Seeing these pictures of like the Bay Area family pictures. Okay, if I see Kamala in here, I'm clowning. She is at one of these functions. No, she's not a Latina. She's cute. Look like she got Latina features, but no, she's Indian. I don't give a shit. I told you, pretty women come in all kinds of colors from all kind of nations in the world. I don't know why y'all so stuck on living in the box of just one thing. That's not my disposition.
Well, what did Jay-Z say? That's fried chicken, curry chicken. Damn, I'm getting fat on roasted pork, yo. French fries and crepes, an appetite for the chicken. But I scraped the plate. I love girls.
Yep. I don't give a fuck, dude. Artisan is still all about improving black and brown relationships. You're goddamn right. Look, the black in my situation is me. Everything else, I'm for improving relationships for black folks. Period. Predominantly black men. You need better relationships. And since we was talking about panic rooms and escaping boxes, that's another one of them you need to escape. There's somebody else out there. You find your tribe. I told my mother that shit recently. I said, I'll find my tribe where it is. Because after coming back from the South, I told her, I said, I realized black women in the South or older black women don't really feel me. They don't like me. No matter how nice I am, they don't really like me. And we was having that conversation. She was like, because they think you're better than them. Or they think you believe you're better than them. I said, I never act like that. I'm being polite, ma'am and sir, just like I always am. This motherfucker was like, say, because you got my mother said, because you got an accent.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's fucking English is the accent.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you where that comes from too. That blame the East Coast for that. I'm sorry, but all the New Yorkers, y'all did that shit. You came down here to the South thinking that you was better and all this other stuff. That's all them East Coasters, specifically New York. Because anybody else from the East Coast don't really act like that, like Jersey or Philly or Baltimore. But it's New Yorkers specifically. They come down to the South and they get to talking that shit and acting like they better. I'm like, okay. Don't let the Southern hospitality fool you. Yeah, we yes ma'am, no ma'am, please and thank you. But an ass whooping is right around the corner if you're not as polite.
In any language. I never travel like that. I'm always polite to people, especially the people that live there.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna be shitty to you? Them motherfuckers was not feeling me. They was like they couldn't be bothered. And I'm not saying you got to be kissing my ass or nothing like that, but I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do? These are supposed to be black folks. But, being back east, I'm remembering that for Charles's vision, I'm light-skinned. In back east vision, I'm light-skinned as fuck. I'm not light-skinned. This is still dark as hell in California.
Mm-hmm.
Still considered dark as hell. Not dark enough for some people, but way dark for others. It's just what it is. So that's that middle ground, I guess. They thinking like, oh, this nigga light skinned. He think he too much of himself. I'm like, I'm being contrite to you. How am I thinking a lot of myself? But the older black women, they wasn't feeling me like that. Out of the women at the hotel I was at, one of them was polite. And it was the older one that worked the little breakfast food service line stuff. She was polite. She had talked to me and we have decent conversations. But even then, I was thinking, that's a put on. This bitch talking shit as soon as she walk away from me.
I would say it's the ones that travel that don't act like that. A lot of people in the South fucking stay in the South and have Southern mentality, and it's like, dude, you got to leave the fucking South at some point. You cannot stay in this damn place.
Get out your box. You got to get out your box. If you realize you've been there your whole life, travel somewhere outside of it and spend a couple of weeks if you can.
Yeah, especially them small country towns. I'm like, dude, you gotta fucking leave this damn little ass town. That's why I don't even visit my own hometown that much. I'm like, where my own family is from. Like,
there's a reason why people escape small towns. It's too much of a box. You got to get out of there because the world is a lot bigger than that. And I can tell you just from flying hours and looking out the window of the plane while I'm flying of how big some of these spaces are. When you up high, you can see how far this shit is. Like, one of the things I'm really adjusting to being back in California and going to work is how brown and dead things look. Because it's hotter here. It's hotter in a different way. One of the things I'm matching up to being in Savannah is how green everything is, but it's flat. It's a lot of trees, a lot of green, but it's flat. California, where I am, it's more hills and stuff like that, but it's brown, dry grass, which to me now looks more depressing in a sense. It looks a little bit more depressing because it doesn't look like anything is alive here. That green, that verdant color lets you know that things are alive, things are moist, things are growing. But at work, it looks like everything is fucking dead, dude. It's on its way out. Very few fucking trees. Like, the worst times at least work on my spot is that there is no real shade because it's not a lot of tree cover. And the trees that are there are dying or sparse and shit. It's like being in a goddamn desert. But it's not. It's just countryside. Brown. Rolling hills with dead brown grass on it. Like, it sucks. It just looks depressing. It just looks depressing now. It's like, dude, I'd rather have that humidity, fucking mosquitoes flying around a little bit, but seeing pools of water. I'd rather have that. It looks more alive. This shit just looks dead. It's nothing but asphalt and heat. Yeah. Malika talking shit. Artisan, our skin tone is 3.5 to 4 on the toaster oven scale. Charles is an 8.5 to a 9. Yeah. You want burnt toast. But the butter melts on him quicker. You soak it in there. That really dark brown toast, man, it'd be tasty. Be soaked up the butter. Anyway, did you watch this Alien Earth episode, Beast?
No. I ain't even gonna lie to you because
Black people.
I'm telling you, it's mind numbing. That's the problem.
It's
like normally I would be excited for some alien shit, but it's like, oh my god.
This was the more interesting episode. At least interesting because it was telling you the history of what happened. You get the backstory of what happened to the ship. Okay, good. It took me 5 episodes to get here, but fine. You gave me a little bit of break because this chick is out there with hello my baby, hello my honey, and she's gonna be talking to that little motherfucker from now on. But okay, you skipping an episode to give us that follow-up, to give us the history lesson now, to jump back to the follow-up with, okay, so what you do with this fucking alien now? Which, the way this episode ends, it makes it seem a little bit more interesting because you might have thought that Mr. Morrow, getting that egg off that island was going to be a chore. Like, how the fuck is he going to get the egg off that island? You watch this episode, you find out that motherfucker got resources. He got the green light from Yutani. Give him whatever he want. I'm like, this motherfucker gonna come in with a whole goddamn strike team. Holy shit! It's go the fuck down.
Yeah, when he made that phone call and he said, "Look, I ain't got nothing left. Everybody that I know that I love is dead and gone. All I care about, well, just not to go." He said, "No, I'll go." And I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, how is he gonna do that? Because that's gonna be an interesting side of aspect of this story.
Like, how is he gonna get that fucking egg off of there? It's just him. It is not just him. He got whatever he need. Backed by one of the biggest companies in the world, giving him whatever he asked for. Like, bro, he gonna burn that goddamn island down. Like, I'm sitting here watching this like, oh, so this is how we don't hear about Prodigy in the future.
Well, you know what? And I was also thinking I might have misheard it, but if you play the Aliens Fire Elite Team video game, I think they briefly cover something like that when they talk about there's a war that breaks out with the companies, and this is how the Colonial Marines get dragged into it because they get hired by the different companies, and that's why Yutani, I think Wayland was the only one left standing.
I believe
I could be wrong. I got to go back and play the game and actually get the story. It might be from that.
Some of this story was pulled from the video game. I've heard that some of this story was pulled from the video game. I had never played that video game, so I don't know. But I would believe it since we know in the future, since this is a prequel, we know in the future we only see Wailing Yutani. You don't hear about the rest of these motherfuckers. Like, that's why you asked the question, where the hell did Prodigy come from? Don't matter. They getting wiped out.
Yeah, they gonna be decimated.
They about to get wiped out. The boy genius wasn't that damn smart. He about to get wiped the fuck out. And this episode pretty much sounds like how it happens. That Mr. Morrow went in there to go retrieve some shit because he was serious. And you find out in this episode why he doesn't have any family left. He only had his daughter. And this motherfucker was leaving for 53 years. And not soon after he left, he got a message that his daughter died in a fire. He has nothing left. And he's known that the whole time. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if his cybernetic stuff is what makes him cold and shut off, or is it the loss of his daughter that makes him cold and shut off, the human side of him, that he just doesn't have anything else to care about. That's what's interesting about that shit, because he be giving some motherfuckers some death stares, dude. Just eat your. I'll show you this picture. I will show you this scene, and I won't play it because YouTube. But I will just give you the still image of it so you can see it and see how this motherfucker is looking at this dude. And when I was recording this shit last night, I was like, that is the death stare, dude. He even looked past your soul and peeking into the afterlife to see who looking back. Like, bro, he is deep. And that's just the actor. It's just the actor sitting there. Hold on. Because I remember this part of the episode. I want to steal this for a screenshot. Said I'm gonna put that shit up every time I talk to somebody getting on my fucking nerves. Sorry, I still got the commercials on. Oh, shut the fuck up. Commercials. No, I haven't paid for no commercials yet. And I don't think I'm going to.
On the app?
Yeah, just on Hulu in general.
Because
I thought about it. Yeah.
I'm trying to understand that. Why the fuck are we paying if you're gonna still put commercials on it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Exactly my point. I said I'm paying for streaming service so I don't watch commercials. Why the fuck are you putting commercials on my streaming service and then wanting to charge me again to not see the very thing I got to your service for anyway? Not to see fucking commercials. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's like Prime all of a sudden went to, we're going to charge you for commercials. Motherfucker, I've never had commercials on my shit. Why do you think I need to pay for this shit now?
Like, that's the whole purpose of us going to the subscription model. So I'm like irritated about this shit.
Yep.
This is why Netflix is still kicking your asses, because y'all can't seem to figure shit out.
No, they can't seem to get their head wrapped around this shit. Like, no, I don't want to watch commercials. I know companies want to sell products and shit like that. Look, I'm getting enough commercials all over the internet for shit that I ain't even looking for on this site. Because no matter what I look up, might have been shopping for, these motherfuckers is piping the commercials in like they got a live feed to whatever I was looking at. I can't go on Instagram without the damn thing showing up with advertisements for different things. Oh, you want a pool stick? What about Rhino Q's? Oh, you looking up this? What about this? Do you got ED? Well, no, nigga. What the fuck are you doing?
Like we went to all of these platforms just to get away from the damn commercials. I mean, YouTube, the only one that did it right. Once you pay for the premium shit, no more commercials.
Don't see shit. Don't see shit. And YouTube was free, so the pay got you to not seeing the commercials. A streaming service was supposed to be no commercials anyway, right? That's why you're paying for it. You're paying to watch their content with no commercials. Why the fuck am I getting commercials on stuff I'm already paying not to see on? Okay, this shit don't want to come up now with Hulu. It's acting goofy. Technology improves and ruins so many things. And now I don't want to let me get past these motherfuckers. Oh, God damn it. Okay, I can't keep fucking with this thing with the commercials. Anyway, there's a scene in that episode where Mr. Merrill is sitting across the table from this dude he's interviewing because he's conducting an investigation. And he is just sitting there looking at him. and he is not moving. It don't even look like he's fucking breathing. It's not a still shot either. Everything else is working in the background and stuff like that, but he's just sitting there emotionless on his face looking at this dude. And you see in his eyes like, this motherfucker look dead. He looked dead inside. Absolutely dead inside.
Is he more machine than man?
Is that the cyborg or is that the human? And that's the thing I keep playing with when I'm watching him perform. I'm not sure he's fully a cyborg. It might just be the human. It might just be the human part of him that he is just disconnected from. He don't feel or nothing, because he'd be looking at motherfuckers like,
yeah, he'd be looking at him like that cold vengeance thing, like he don't want, like he want to kill you, but he feel like he needs you to get more information out of you, and it's like
death stares, man. 1,000-yard stares, just through you. He is not looking at you. He is looking through you. You are not a person.
Like he auditioning for his next role. Like he wants to be in the next John Wick movie if they ever bring the universe back or some shit.
The funny part is, that's what I said watching this episode. This is the Black John Wick right here, boy. He about to run in there with everybody.
Like, because I was like, remember that, like that scene in the first one, because I just rewatched the first one again, and the scene where he goes in and burns up all the dudes' money and stuff in the church, and he says he'll kill me. He turns, smacks the dude and shoots him. And he goes, yeah.
If you didn't tell him, what would I do? No, give you an example. Yeah, you gonna get to it or what? Get this shit moving, man. Because it's over for you. And nobody pulled the picture either. So apparently I'm seeing something that motherfuckers nobody else saw, because the internet is good for pulling images, and nobody pulled that image of him sitting there giving that damn look, because that shit was magic on screen. They pulled all these sweaty faced Negro pictures of him. That's for damn sure.
What? He doesn't have a memeable face now all of a sudden? Everything's a goddamn meme.
Shit. This is not the picture. This is not the scene I'm thinking of, but it is kind of emblematic of the stares that he'd be giving if you're not watching this fucking show.
Oh, yeah, that cold 1,000-yard stare, man. That's just...
And the scene that's happening, he's just sitting there. His eyes look like half circles. It just looked like half circles. And he's just sitting there looking. And the camera's pushing in slow. And he is not moving. The person on the other side of him is talking, copping pleas and excuses and shit like that. He is just sitting there giving that motherfucker a death stare, dude. It's just creepy. It's just fucking creepy. Like, he does not care. He can't. That can't be a cyborg sitting there. That's a human being.
Then you come to find out he's one of them cats that's classically trained in acting, and so he's very damn convincing.
Yeah.
You'll find out. Is he British? Because especially them British brothers, they'd be, oh, I went to the school of this, and I'm like, God,
well, he's definitely African. He's not ADOS. He's definitely African. So he might be from the British school.
Of course,
school of acting, actual acting, not celebrity.
Yeah, he's a thespian and all that other shit, you know, everything. Yep,
an actual thespian. Damn, got it. I like that picture. That's a cool picture. There's enough light in there that I can take that image out and put it on some other.
Is that the one that fucking Wendy allegedly chopped the fucking head off that we didn't see off camera?
I don't know.
Because that was some bullshit too. I'm like, so you expect me to believe that this fucking cyborg was able to overpower this damn alien? We did not see the fight. Head was just chopped off on the floor.
Well, it doesn't take much it's not, to me, it's not overpowering anything if you just slice something.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't overpower anything. You got a lucky swipe here. Because it's a blade, right? That's how it works. You just need to have enough force to drive it through to pull it through whatever you're trying to cut. But that's what it does. It cuts shit. So you might have got a lucky swipe. You're in the dark too. So, she might have night vision. This, however, is the star of the fucking show so far. This eyeball alien. That's the star of this damn show in 5 episodes. Because they keep spending a lot of time with this eyeball alien. This eyeball is the star of the show. More so than the xenomorph. I'm serious. More so than the xenomorph.
Oh yeah.
The reason being, the eyeball got personality. It actually communicates. Unlike zombies. The eyeball got personality. Like, hey, what the fuck you doing? Don't do that. Hey. You ain't listening to me. I ain't got a mouth.
Yeah. Disney, your other property creature got more character than the other property creature. That's why I'm not excited about no damn Marvel zombies. I was like, here we fucking go with this zombie shit again.
The octopus eyeball is more entertaining than most of the human characters in this bitch. I'm more curious about the eyeball. Like,
I'm more curious about the aliens because we never seen these fucking aliens in this universe. The only hints of aliens because they want to tie it into the damn with the predators. Those are the only ones that have shown us different kinds of aliens. So I would be interested to see what aliens they brought out. That's what I care about. I said you could have just left it on the ship.
Well, these other aliens are interesting, which the whole idea of calling it Alien Earth makes sense because it's more about all these aliens than just the xenomorphs. Xenomorphs are cool, but sometimes they're not interesting at all.
No, yeah, they do the same thing. Kidnap somebody, put them in front of a face hugger, a chest burger buster comes out, and you either gonna get a drone, warrior, or some other damn type of alien. Because I know the classification, so they do the same shit.
So it's funny to me. Like I was thinking about this watching the show. What do I get more excited about? Do I get excited about the xenomorphs or the face huggers? I get more excited about the face huggers. Why? Because the face huggers have personality. They have a singular mission: jump on somebody's fucking face, right? Once they come out that egg, it's go time, right? And that's what they do. They pursue their objective relentlessly, but they show intelligence in the sense that they be juking and jiving and shit like that, creeping over shit. I'm like, God, dude, this is
why. Yeah, this is why I gave Alien Romulus his credit. That scene with the face huggers when they're walking through the hallway and they said, well, they react to sound and heat signature, so we're gonna have to like lower the temperature, or I forgot what they did, but it was they was like, okay, it's a room full of space huggers and they're gonna have to creep around these motherfuckers until somebody made a noise and it was go time. I said, oh, that was interesting because I never knew that was an expansion of the characters in the story.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably like the best scene to me in that movie.
Yeah, see, the face huggers are always interesting. I get interested when the face huggers trying to grab somebody because that's when they really putting up a fight, right? The people really got to put up a fight. They know this motherfucker's coming, and this thing is really trying to get after them. Once you get to the xenomorph, after this one popped out of the chest, it's already bursted out the chest and they actually grow into a xenomorph size. These people getting fucked up. You already know.
It's got one mission: bring your ass back to the hive so they can get infested.
It's creeping. It's gonna grab you. It's probably gonna. It might kill you, and it's bringing you back to the hive. That's it. That's all it's doing. It's gonna kill you. It's not even a question at that point. It's like, oh, you dead. It's just over. It's like, okay, face hugger, you might get a chance. No.
That's all the elite firing squad team game is. It's just you go in there, it's multiplayer, so you got to rely on other fucking people. If you go online, you have to play it online. You and two other people got to go in and just eradicate a hive or look for some shit. And it's like that's all. You fight waves of these damn xenomorphs. They don't come to do the same shit, coming to kill.
Yeah, and that's what they do. That's just what they do. It's like by the time you get to having a full-grown xenomorph, it's a lot of them. Facehuggers is never really a lot of them. When you see a room full of eggs, that's when you know the shit's gonna go down, man. You don't touch these things, right? Because one is bad enough. right? But one is going to take out one person. It's not like they grab two at a time. One is going to take out one person. So if you got a fire team of 5 people, one of them can get sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
The Xenomorphs, it don't matter if it's one of them. All 5 of y'all going to die. Don't matter. 5 on 1, still good odds for a Xenomorph. Full-grown
Like,
Xenomorph will get your ass.
Like even the Yautja struggled.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Space Hugger, you might got a chance if you don't jump out from behind the rafters on your ass and start fucking face fucking.
And if you try to pull that motherfucker off, it tightens the grip.
Well, this is what happened in this episode. It's not a spoiler. The captain of this ship got grabbed by a face hugger. Their dumbass smart doctor tried to cut it off of him.
No.
He tried to cut the base of the tail that was wrapped around the captain's throat. Oh, what the
Acid
fuck
in that?
What do you think happened? They burned the captain's head off.
It's acid in the fucking. Oh my god!
It bleeds acid. It burnt his fucking head off. Burnt his neck off. So they killed the captain. That's when Meryl got woken up. They killed the captain. Oh, this thing killed him. No, you killed him. Because the doctor just want to cut shit. Most of the fuck ups that happened was between the doctor and a fucking science officer doing dumb shit.
Dumbest smart people, as you said.
Dumbest smart people ever, dude. Like, fucking hell, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all motherfuckers is. That's why I said I can't really feel bad for these people now. I can't. It brought it on themselves. This was their shit. And they don't get it. So they keep doing this dumb shit. They keep getting themselves and other people fucked up. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
You're supposed to be a team that's supposed to be a research and recovery team. So you're supposed to have all of this shit contained in the most secure. Because clearly Utani knows what the fuck they dealing with. They know, they always somehow know if you in any alien property, whether it's film, television show, video game, they always know what the hell these things are. So I don't understand why they don't never hire people that's capable and say, look, this is what we're going to get.
Well,
you in or you out.
They hire people that's capable, but they never give them enough information not to be fucking themselves up.
Yeah.
Never. They always hire competent people. Colonial Marines is competent people. Apparently they're competent at killing bugs. Because like what's his name was saying, is this another bug hunt or a stand-up fight? They competent at killing some of these things that they have found out there in space. They just had not been given the proper information on these goddamn xenomorphs. Which know at this point, Weyland and Tani knew what the fuck they was dealing with. That's why they sent them back there to the LB. No, go back.
That's why I'd be like, me personally, that would be the story to tell. You actually send a team of people that actually know what the fuck they dealing with, know how to do it. It's kind of like, not to kind of like the zombies with the Resident Evil. Resident Evil dropped a video game called where you actually played as the Umbrella Corporation. You played as the bad guys. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. Hey, y'all going in to do X, Y, and Z. While all this shit's going on, we sending Umbrella, we sending our own little strike team. And the cool thing about it, each of the characters had their own like little abilities. Like one of them could go invisible, so you can go behind the zombies and assassinate them. It was the chick who was like the team captain. She's like a Russian chick. She can ignite her firearm. So in other words, all her bullets were incendiary rounds. So she could just burn the zombies, hit them with machine gun fire and just burn them the fuck up at the same time. So it made killing the boss characters very easy. And so that's why I'd be like, why don't y'all have your own little strike team? They the bad guys so they know what's going on and they carry it like that.
Okay, I found the scene. If I can get this goddamn image off of the screen. There we go. Get that shit off of there. This is the scene. Look at that stare. Look at that stare, dude.
No emotion.
Wait, I can play a little bit of this. Now watch it. Can't hear it. See how he's delivering these lines? And he interrogating this dude. He's just sitting across from the table from him. And he's giving them fucking excuses. This is the dumbass doctor, too. Look at that stare. Now you see the smoke moving. He is not. This is a slow push in on him. Everything is working. He just looking at this motherfucker. And he cracking under that shit. Like he keep giving up more and more information because this motherfucker just deaf staring. Look at that shit.
Look, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a sound effect or something, a noise, a gesture, a grunt, something.
Look at him. He only twitched his lip in that whole exchange. All he did was that motherfucker was ice grilling him, dude. He was ice.
You gave him a classic interrogation tactic. Don't just say shit to him and just give him a call.
Let him tell his story. Talk that shit. Let me hear it. And they know they have a saboteur. So he's trying to find out who's the one on the ship fucking it up. And he's interrogating the doctor. Because he's a security chief. He's doing his investigation. And he asked this motherfucker about wanting to be back home and shit. And just listening to these excuses he throwing out and shit. He just... That's like fuck your life look. Dude, that's a fuck your life look. You can barely see his ass breathing. He breathing, but it's like, no, them eyes though. Those eyes. Those eyes and that demeanor, dude, is just cold. I'm like, he's one of the more interesting characters to watch on the screen. That's why I'm saying we were talking about episode 3 when I was saying I wanted the adult to show up. And when he showed up, I was actually relieved. Like, oh, thank God a grown-up showed up. This is acting. The shit them other people is doing is not fucking acting. It's not. It's not right. This motherfucker is acting. And he's being completely still and got me fucking captivated enough to remember this fucking part in the episode. And it's a scene where he ain't saying a goddamn thing.
That's why I said the two most interesting characters in the show is Wendy's brother and him. Only two characters I give a damn about.
Kirsch, Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, him too.
And this dude. These are the only two people that's interested. Because they're the only ones acting like fucking adults in the shit. And that scene, let me go ahead and steal this now.
Name it.
It's like that person is telling me something I already know. That's the scene.
I already knew the answer. I was just waiting for you to get here.
Yeah, when she lied to me. Like, really? You think I give a fuck? This is a daddy look. Who ate the cookies? Well, I didn't, but you know, so and so was telling me such and such.
Oh, that's what that is. That's why I couldn't. That's the daddy look.
That's the I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what that is. I'm gonna beat your ass. You really think I'm that damn stupid? That's that look. You really think I'm that damn dumb? Really? Really? You're gonna keep going with this shit too. I'm just gonna let you keep talking. You're gonna keep going with it.
Keep digging yourself into a hole.
Boy, I never seen somebody dig so deep so quick. Artisan is that evil planning, psychotic, and it's not. You just saw him like it's not criminal. He's just
no emotion,
unfazed, just unfazed. Like I said, it looked like he just processing, like he was buffering or some shit. Just
And due to the fact that he's a cyborg, that could be too. You never know.
Right.
Like, is he processing what he's saying, or is he just really not? Is he really checked out? Is he don't really give a shit?
Checked out. He don't care. Artist said this is getting the audience invested in your character through good acting. Exactly.
Thank
Like I said, I'm remembering this scene, and it's the one scene in this whole episode where he ain't saying a fucking word. He ain't even moving. And it's the most interesting scene because you know it's so much going on with him. He carrying his goddamn. He carried the episode, and it's a bunch of people in it. He carried the episode on scenes just like that. Just looking at shit. It's like this motherfucker tripping, dude. he about to flash on somebody. You don't get this bitch. Just be giving them looks, man. Just be giving them
Look,
looks.
I know he was cold blooded when he went at the first episode before the ship crashed. When he locked that door, he just went up, looked at the door, went back, sat back down, and then as the alien broke through the door, he just went to his little pod.
And I will tell you, when you watch this episode, you'll see what happened before he locked that damn door. And that's why I don't feel bad for that bitch anymore. You'll see what happened. The reason he locked that door and left her ass out there with that door locked, because he had told that motherfucker from the start of this episode, cargo is the only thing important. Utani's directives are clear. They do not care about anything but the cargo, not the crew. He tells her that shit multiple times. And she make decisions that constantly put everybody else above the cargo and what Utani want for her own personal reasons. So by the time her ass get locked outside that door, she ain't made her choices. And that's why she out there. It's not because he was just being cold. No, fuck her.
No, cargo is important. What the hell y'all carrying? Shit, you say it is important. Safety.
She was doing some dumb shit. She was doing some dumb shit.
Make sure everything is locked and secure, locked down tight, passcode, retina, everything, biometrics, everything. Nothing comes in and comes out. There's not.
She even had to be told this shit. Again, she went and sat in Mother. She's sitting in Mother, so she's communicating with Weyland Yutani. They tell her then on the screen. She tells them what's happening. They tell her on the screen. Cargo is the priority. Crew is expendable. Acknowledge. Acknowledge, bitch. Acknowledge. Okay, I acknowledged. What did you think? And she still end up on the other side of the door, letting the alien get a feast on her. Still.
Look, that was the first time you tell. That's the first time now you mention it. The first time Yutani actually told them that what you're dealing with is very dangerous and hostile, because normally they don't tell people that shit. They just let people find out the hard way. Well,
what I'm seeing is that Yutani tells certain people certain things. They don't pass out a lot of information, right? Mero knows what the fuck is going on. He know how important these things are to Yutani because he got that directly from grandmother Yutani. She told him directly. She sent him in there because he was so detached. She really liked him. She sent him in there like her John Wick. He gonna get the job done, no matter what. So that's why I trust him. It says that the current Yutani in charge talks about her grandmother, and the grandmother talking about Mr. Mero of who he was. He was like the Baba Yaga of that shit. Like, no, he'll get it done.
What did they cue his theme music?
Look, it wasn't a mystery, dude. If you want the job done, you said Mero. You go get it done. And that's what he keeps saying. No, this is the mission. What that chick was doing, she was on some other personal shit. Not to mention she was fucking one of these dudes. I'm like,
of course.
Yeah, you know, he was on the job site. Got grabbed by a face hugger. Face huggers like being on top too. Fucking hell, dude. So her decisions, a lack of good ones, put her on the other side of that door from Mero. They did. He followed the objective after that. Like, told your ass, bitch.
Matter of fact, what that blowtorch came out and he sealed that door. Shh, nope.
Because there's another scene in there. Here's what's funny about that scene. The scene where you see Meryl welding that door shut on her ass. She had a scene where she was supposed to weld the door shut. And she didn't do it.
Oh fuck.
She didn't do it. She couldn't get the shit done.
Oh my god. What her emotions took over?
Shit. Too worried about some other shit.
Oh my god.
She didn't weld the door. That motherfucker would have been locked away on the other side of the shit if she did that. She didn't do it. But Marrow, oh yeah. That's why it was symbolic when he like he welded the door shut. No qualms.
Well, they didn't have that problem in Jurassic World Rebirth when old dude wanted when old dude wanted to get out from the D-Rex. They should that scientist didn't open that door. She's like, I'm sorry. And hit that button and left.
No, she got herself killed. God. Meryl just kept the door closed. Don't let it happen.
Nope. You getting
She did everything wrong in those scenes. And one of the things I noticed from this episode, the fucking xenomorphs like playing with their food, man. the fucking xenomorphs like playing with their food, man.
Mm-hmm.
They just like their food a little tired.
Well, people be thinking that they unintelligent. I said, no, them fuckers are not unintelligent. They have some intelligence.
Shit, but they always on the stealth, nigga. They always on the ninja mission. They always on the xenomorphs is always on the ninja missions, right? They always creeping, lurking behind you, up in the rafters and shit like that, jumping down where you didn't expect them, where they shouldn't be that silent because they big as shit, right? That's what they're on. But then times when you get to see it and it's chasing you, that motherfucker is playing with his food. It is being an asshole. Because they could have grabbed you a while ago. No, they like to chase like a cheetah.
If people don't know the aliens, I said that's why Utanli wants them as and sees them as bioweapons. They trying to weaponize them because they see the intelligence, they see how stealthy they are, they want to use them. That's why they're such critical and why they want them back. They
need to try to start hitting these motherfuckers with controller chips. From a distance, like snipe around the motherfucker so you can control it. Because otherwise, this thing let this woman run all over this goddamn ship and it chased her. When it dropped down in front of her, looked her in the face, and then she ran. It was like, okay, now I'm gonna chase you. I was like, this motherfucker want to play. They want to play. This little asshole. He could have grabbed her right there. He just like chasing his food, just like it being tired, a little tired. Get it out of you. Get it out. I got to stretch my legs. You know, they knew.
I'm going to give you about 10-second head start. Then I'm going to just start chomping away at you.
1, 2, 3.
and I'm going to keep it real with you. That's how it is in the damn fire. If it's anything, it's like the fire team elite because there's always one xenomorph that's chasing you and your crew and it pops out of different things because there's a whole lot of jump scare moments in that damn video game. And so it's chasing you and your crew. So if you don't have the weapons that are upgraded to its maximum capacity to kill it right then and there, it's just going to keep jumping in and popping out and picking off your crew.
Guerrilla tactics.
Yeah, get a couple of swipes in, knock you down, and then jump into one of the holes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can somebody shoot this fucking thing? Is it you going to let it kill us all?
Straight guerrilla tactics, motherfucker. That thing don't be caring. It's like playing with his food, dude. It's being an asshole. That's all it's doing. Let that bitch run all over that ship. Just to chase her. Oh, like this fucking asshole. But I can say I appreciate the practical effects because in some scenes, it's a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
And when he drop down on all fours and start running after a bitch, it's a dude in a suit. And I'm like, that's
they went back with the classic from the original Ridley Scott one where he's in a damn suit.
Yeah. I like that.
Is it a big black dude again? Because like they all big giant 7-foot black dudes.
I don't know how big he is. I kept remembering they keep saying the damn thing is 8 feet tall. I was like, measuring from where? His mouth or the back of his little, cone shaped head? I was like, I never thought they were that damn big. I thought they were like human.
I thought they
really.
That's what I thought the queens and the Predatorians were bigger were like 8 feet tall. I didn't think the regular ones. I thought they was like regular, like 6 feet human or
6
whatever.
feet, yeah, 6 foot human. So they just looming a little bit over you. They stood up on his hunches, and the 4-legged crawling ones was
The runners.
the runners. Yeah, when they took certain aspects of different types of creatures. That's why I like. Most people don't like this one. I like the dog one in Alien Resurrection. I did like the dog.
Yeah, the runner.
It showed that any species, it don't matter, dude. They just don't need humanoids. Right. So if they came out of a human, they got 2 legs and they bipedal. If you came out of a 4-legged animal, they 4-legged. I like that aspect of like, man, this motherfucker can be anything. You could have a fucking alien fish coming after you.
Look, the predator alien was my fucking favorite. When that movie came out, that shit, everybody in that town just got evaporated. I was like, shit, that they sent Wolf. They had to go send the Wolf to go get him. I was like, shit. I said, I don't think the Wolf is winning this one, but the Wolf held his own in that final fight.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that aspect that they take on the characteristics of what they gestate in. So that means you can have a xenomorph from a different alien, like other than the predators, right? You can have it from another alien species. It could be some other completely different form of it that is still a xenomorph. Apparently, it will still work in the hive, but it has a completely different form because it took over a different species of alien. That's cool as shit to me. That makes it more entertaining. But we always get the bipedal or the 4-legged ones. That's just because the ones we do most of the time.
Well, it's the Star Wars shit. We keep fucking around in the past instead of moving the damn story forward and going with new heights with this shit.
Well, here's something that'll make, if you want to put it on a new height situation, since we got this alien shit happening. Wouldn't it be fun if you realized that the alien universe, they went to the Avatar planet, they went to Pandora? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun for you? It would be.
That would be dope.
Can I see a Turok Makto with with a xenomorph tail? Oh, that'd be a lot more fun on Avatar. The Blue World would get
look,
really
we got James Cameron.
And it's still James Cameron. Exactly.
Oh,
still James Cameron.
Fucking good. But instead, I gotta see the Avengers fight the goddamn xenomorphs. That's what I get instead.
Look, I would watch a 4th Avatar movie. I'm gonna watch the shit anyway, right? I'm gonna see this, Ash
Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash. I'll see that one. But if for a 4th one, they found a xenomorph egg on that planet, turn into a whole different movie. That'd be more fun than playing Marvel Rivals and everybody got a symbiote, nigga. That would be more fun.
And you know what? We are dealing with Marines on Pandora too. You're dealing with space Marines. Oh shit. Colonial?
Can I get a facehugger on one of them big whale-looking creatures?
One of you comic, if you really want to do some crossover shit in comics, do that. Damn it, I'll read that.
I like this. That's crazy and messed up, artisan man. I'm good for crazy logic, man. That would be interesting. That'd be fun for me. Like Beastly is saying, some comic book artists need to pick that shit up and start drawing that shit. That'd be hilarious. You like to do an Alien Predator mashups? Why don't you do Alien Pandora, Alien Avatar mashup? What'd happen? They'd take over that goddamn planet. What would happen?
Yeah, let's see Jake Sully figure this shit out.
Yeah, I don't think them blue aliens got that kind of fight in them, bro. I really don't. But you talk about 8 foot, like we're talking about an 8 foot xenomorph right now that we thought they were usually around 6 feet tall. One of them blue Navi xenomorphs?
I think one would just kill everybody.
Shit, dude.
You don't need one would just kill everybody. You wouldn't even need
like carbon fiber and all the rest of that goddamn shit. And they got the little tails that link up with the planet and the razor blade tail. That'd be a problem. I'd pay to see that. I would really pay to see that. I want to see the Navi xenomorph. I really do. I really do. Now that I'm thinking about it,
that tail will probably be like 30 fucking feet long. It'll be a damn
long, and he got a pimp braid.
Oh my god, that one would just kill an entire tribe by itself
right.
because they use primitive weapons. They wouldn't. Oh fuck yeah, they kill everybody. You gotta
You
have
see it?
Jake. It's gotta be. You gotta have Jake because he's the
You
only
gotta
one
have
that know how to
Jake.
use a goddamn gun on that damn planet. So you would
You would
have to have.
You'd have to have Jake. You would have to have in a story like this. You would have Jake and Quaritch working together.
Yes.
The Quaritch clone that's in the Navi body. You'd have to have the two of them working together, and those
Yes.
would be your colonial Marines. Those would be your Marines. They'd have to be working together to try to save their asses on that planet. The human beings and these half-human Navi would have to be working together to try to save their ass on that planet.
Because the humans gonna get picked off first, if we being honest.
But mind you, you already know that the Navi planet is full of life, all kind of different creatures and shit like that. You throw a xenomorph and some face huggers into the mix, nigga, you got all kind of different xenomorphs running around there. Flyers, swimmers, runners, them pissed off little rhino looking things.
That panther looking
Hammerhead rhino shit, them panther motherfuckers. Oh my god, dude. That talk about a fast xenomorph. Them motherfuckers have 6 legs. What?
To be honest, I wonder if if you have a queen xenomorph, she can probably connect with the planet and maybe infest AWA and all that other shit. That is an interesting story.
Dude, that'd be fucked up. Like that would be fucked up. You heard it here first, y'all. Drop a xenomorph egg onto Pandora and let's see what happens.
You did it in Mortal Kombat. What the fuck is the problem now?
See what happens. That shit would be crazy. James, what are you doing, bro? Why don't you knock this out before you drop dead? Because most people would say you gave us the best alien movie ever. One of the best ones, Aliens. You didn't introduce anything but guns and Motec. And them motherfuckers still got wiped out.
You introduced my favorite gun that I use, the smart gun, where it just auto aims and locks on the shit.
Yeah, fuck Star-Lord. Dude, talk about crossover potential. That'd be crazy. That would be fucking crazy. They need a Navi to show up in this alien Earth shit. Let them find out that the company that's sending all these motherfuckers to Pandora is Wailing Utani. That'd be hilarious.
How else are they funding this operation? They need that
resource.
Yeah, how much money was that resource going? Like 1 trillion
buffet orgy for it. Yeah, it's a buffet. It's a buffet orgy for a xenomorph. They'd take that bitch over. And it's a couple planets. Most of the story on Avatar is only happening on that one planet. But remember, there's other planets in the solar system that's in their night sky. Maybe that other planet got xenomorphs running all over that bitch. Look, we already seen the Predator planet. If you watch Killer of Killers, you've seen the Predator planet. We can't have a xenomorph planet where all kinds of shit on this planet will kill you.
An alien multiverse.
Bro, they take over anything. Y'all focusing on the wrong shit. You keep focusing on the humans. Focus on the alien. How they get around. How they move. Let the queen go through the universe and keep dropping down on other planets. Trying to take these bitches over. Because apparently we're going to get to the heart of the swarm kind of situation if you ever played StarCraft. That's all this Wendy talking to this alien is rubbing me. It's giving me Kerrigan vibes. That's all it's giving me. Kerrigan and the Zerg vibes. Like, oh, she can talk to him and communicate like telepathically. Oh, so she gonna be the Queen of Blades in this bitch or what? That's all it's giving me. It's giving me those vibes. So, look, just get to it. Because the show is boring for the most part. But performances by the actor playing Mr. Merrill,
keeping your show alive.
Close, and that fucking eyeball alien, the eyeball octopus, is keeping the show alive. Because the eyeball octopus is interesting every time it's on the screen too, and it's doing some smart shit, smarter than the dumb people around it. So let's see more of the eyeball alien. Creepy, weird. I'm curious. Where did he come from? Because my idea is thinking that maybe this eyeball alien is the fucking the engineers. Maybe it's one of their eyeballs or something. I don't know. Because it's way too goddamn intelligent. And if you watch this episode, you see this damn eyeball alien fights xenomorphs. It actually calls it. Like, what the fuck is it doing? It fights a xenomorph. The eyeball. Like, this motherfucker is crazy. Like, what is it going to do? Is it going to take over the xenomorph? It don't even have eyes, as far as I know. Like,
it ain't scared of these motherfuckers.
It ain't scared. It is not scared of that motherfucker. It go after him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What is it the eyeball going to do?
Oh, you think I'm one of these humans now?
Yeah, you think I'm one of these flesh bags. No, he's looking for an orifice to get into, apparently. I was like, can the eyeball take over a xenomorph? That'd be fucked up. Because this eyeball got intelligence on its own. It's smart. And you see it in this episode communicating with a human being that knows this thing can communicate. It's banging on the glass like, hey, bitch. Hey. Look over there. Look over there. Oh, she ain't listening. She don't want to listen. Like I said, the eyeball is the star of the show. Fuck the xenomorph. I know what goes on with them. This eyeball is way too interesting. The octopus. That's a nightmare fuel for you. So now, anytime you see something spindly coming over the side of the bed, it's either a face hugger or that fucking eyeball. That eyeball like puppeteering your body, motherfucker. Xenomorph face fuck you. That eyeball gonna autopilot your body for a while. It's gonna avatar your body for a bit.
Yeah, the face of it gonna be 6ing, but it ain't gonna be 9ing.
Yeah, it like 9ing your ass. Like, ooh, that's weird. What is going on? There's a moment in this shit where a guy has the eyeball in him, and the eyeball puppet his body and turn around and look, and it extends a tentacle out his nose to sneer up his lip. I'm like, yeah, that's messed up, bro. That is messed up. Like, let me make that sneer face for you. Like, oh, that's gross. That eyeball is something else. I got to know more about the eyeball octopus. Octoball. Like Malika, like, ew. Yeah. It's messed up. It's really messed up. But it's the most interesting creature to come out of this shit just because the pod ain't opened up yet. Them fucking blood-sucking ticks or whatever the fuck they are is worse.
Yeah.
Put one of those things in the Stand By Me. You have a horror movie. You have a horror movie. If you've seen Stand By Me, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Because you had the eyeball, you had the little ticks, you had the little pod that just stuck the tail out, and you don't even really know
what's happening with the pod yet.
And did they have more aliens in like them little glass cases? Yes. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Every one of these glass tubes in there got a different type of alien in it. And outside of these tubes, which is all the small creatures, there's big creatures in crates and shit. Where the storage container where all the eggs and stuff like that were, it's bigger shit in there. Like, what the fuck did they do? They got more going on this ship than the Predator ship. At least the stuff on the Predator ship is dead. They wiped that shit out. They lost a lot of crew members getting this shit. So they got a bunch of strange ass creatures on this damn ship. I'm like, dude, they might as well call this the Ark. What the fuck is on this ship? Is worse stuff? Oh my goodness. I need to know what else is on this ship. Y'all wasting a lot of time on the xenomorph bullshit. Fuck these synthetics. What's in these crates? Crack this shit open. Let's see what else is in here.
That should have been what the fucking series should have been about. Them capturing the damn aliens.
No, they focused on the xenomorph. which
And
is
then
fine.
your next season could have been Earth. Season 2, Alien Earth.
No shit, because all these things crashed on Earth, not just the xenomorphs. Like for me, I said this since the beginning. None of this shit ever should have reached Earth soil. It should have never been brought to Earth. You could stop it on the moon, but it ain't never coming to Earth. I don't see the sense in bringing some exotic cosmic species with different ways of living and everything else. Don't breathe oxygen, all of that, and bringing that shit back home. That makes no sense. Why would you track dirt in your house? Drop that shit off on the moon and investigate it there.
Yeah.
Bring that shit back to Earth.
You
What's
talking
wrong?
about creatures that have been around for millions of years, so that means they know how to survive. They've perfected it.
Look, there's a reason why just traveling this planet, you don't bring fruit and soil back to your home place. You don't. Why? Because you don't know what kind of microorganisms and shit like that you're bringing back that ain't never been in this environment at all. It could wipe out the environment altogether. That's why you don't do it. That's why you have agricultural and shit like that. No, you can't bring this. No. Yes, you can bring the alcohol, leave this fucking fruit. No, eat it here.
Yeah, and even the alcohol got to be like contained in a special seal. Because me bringing some alcohol back from the fucking Caribbean, that shit was nowhere near me.
Dude, you can't even do that shit between Mexico and the U.S. They got Aggie for that shit. No, you don't bring foreign bodies into your environment. This show brought a whole ship full of aliens from all over different places back to Earth and crashed it on the planet. Like, dumbest smart people ever. Dumbest. No, do that shit out in space. You want to explore? Fine. You want to, check out these species and experiment on them? Fine. Do that shit out in space. Don't bring it back here on Earth.
Yeah, go fuck up Mars.
Yeah, send the research back. Not the actual creature. Send the research.
Send the data.
Yeah, send the data. Downloads work. We got interstellar communication. Downloads work. Okay. We good.
Shit.
We got a good signal. Send that shit back. I just need the data. I don't need the creature here. Do that shit out in space. Yeah, bringing fucking strays home. Dumbass.
Yeah, you don't do that either. I just watched the video yesterday. A dude brought a stray cat home, and he said he had all the stuff he needed. He said, "Look, let me put the tick cleaner. Let me put this. You got some ringworm. Let me put the ringworm cleaner in the soap." He said he watched that get a little kitten. All them ticks start falling off. I said, "God damn! See, that's why you don't bring home stray cats and stray dogs."
Even in that situation, he knew what to test for, what he needed to kill off. He knew if there was ticks and fleas and all this other shit he need to look out for, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a cat, it's just some alien. He ain't never encountered it before. He don't know what to look for. But he brought it in the house. No. You don't know nothing about ticks, fleas, none of that shit? No, this shit just running. You'd have to move out before you figured out what was going on. I could just keep eating.
Because I need the story of how they caught all this shit. They got to explain. I said, because, okay, how did you catch the eyeball that can take over your body?
Yeah.
How did you catch
that out?
The blood-sucking tick? How the fuck did you catch that? I was sitting there like, how did they catch these damn creatures? And who all died and in what weird way? And then they didn't contain these motherfuckers?
They probably caught it the same way they caught that shit in Alien Covenant. They got fucked up and realized, oh shit, don't breathe in.
Oh,
you fucking don't step on these. Yeah.
Step on the pod and the shit breathe. I'm like, oh, that was just
black goo. Don't play with that. No, don't play with that. It took some dumb motherfucker getting killed for you to realize this is what did it.
The dumbest smart people situation. I say, y'all supposed to be on a foreign planet. Where is your damn oxygen mask and shit at?
Look, you can hate Alien Covenant all you want for the story aspect of it. For me, the action aspect of it is these dumb motherfuckers are sat down on a planet they don't know shit about. It ain't got a breathing mask or nothing. They just out there tromping around like it's just a regular day out in the woods.
The oxygen.
Yeah, you got
that's
what
all
the
you
fuck
know.
you got. Oh,
That's all they
alien
just.
spores. I hadn't seen that one before. I didn't know they could take over spores, but fuck it, I'm for it. Yeah, teach your ass a lesson. Fuck. And people got fucked up for more dumb shit than the law should allow. And that's why I didn't have a problem with Covenant too much, because they mostly got taken out by their own ignorance.
Yeah, that's what I said about that movie. I said, yeah, these people just being stupid, classic dumbasses.
Yeah. These was not the science team. This was not the science team. And obviously, for what they did, they wasn't that damn smart either. Minors or some shit. Like, these are some dumb motherfuckers. Look, Waylon, send the A team. Stop sending
I'm telling you,
send
that is the movie.
Send the A team in. God,
give me the team of the bad guys. That's your elite of the elite. Your trained killers. They know what they doing. They know what they up against. They know how to, like, just to do it. You show them killing us, having no problem killing their first xenomorph, and just say, "Oh, these motherfuckers know what they doing." Like, yeah, we the A team.
Yeah, send the science team in that knows what the fuck is going on.
Your tactical squadron. You send them motherfuckers. Send that to, because I know you got it.
So I can see what's going on with the science and how you developing this shit. These other motherfuckers is tragically retarded, dude.
Because they all die the same dumbass way. I'm like, oh, y'all stupid.
Yes, always dumb. Like, dude, we apparently in this future, Earth don't make nothing but dumbasses, and there's a lot of them on a lot of ships out there in space, running up on alien species or alien planets and just getting fucked up for dumb reasons. Like, this future looks bleak. They ain't populating it.
I wonder why it's always dark and every damn aliens.
I know always... you hear you scream because somebody's always screaming. That's why nobody can hear you scream. It's a cacophony of you. Can't hear you over the throng of other people screaming, doing dumb shit.
Shit. Bringing it back to another Alien video game that I played, Alien Trilogy. That shit was always dark. Now I know why. Because it's a dark universe out there in that damn world.
Yeah. Oh, Malika said Alien Covenant and Alien Earth. Research crews were the red shirts of the alien universe. They might as well just be the regular civilians, not even the red shirts. The red shirts actually had a specialty. It wasn't just dying. They just ended up always being the ones dead. These motherfuckers, they send, look, man, we got an oil rig problem. Send in those people that do janitorial work. Like, what the fuck is that for? The janitor crew? Why'd you do that? Well, they could just clean up some of it. They could stop a leak.
Yeah, what they gonna do? Mop it up?
For this? Yeah, they're not trained for this. Why are you sending them in there? It is surprise when the whole plant blow up and now you just got a fire spurt. Like, you sent the janitors in. What do you expected? It threw a chemical.
I be like, here's a crazy thing. Don't none of this research ever make it back to Weyland-Yutani?
You don't think it does? It doesn't seem like it does. It doesn't seem like this does. But on Alien Earth, they at least know about these damn things, have captured them, done some research, and decided it was, profitable enough to bring it back to Earth. Like, bruh. So that means the first Alien movie, they sent the motherfuckers there on purpose. They knew what the fuck they was going there for.
Mm-hmm.
Did. He understood what the fuck was happening. He was in the know because apparently they got a hard line to that motherfucker. But they sacrificed the mining crews. They're going to give you a couple extra shares if you swing over to this planet and check out this thing for us.
Terraforming.
Yeah, they already knew what the fuck was going on over there. We lost contact with these people. Why don't you go talk to them for a minute? Let's see what's going on over there. You close? Head on over. We'll offer you some money. Dangle that carrot and got your ass over there fucked up.
Alien Isolation. They in that game when you play Ripley's daughter, There was an alien on the ship. Turns out there was a whole goddamn hive, and it was a space station floating in space, and they knew about it. And I was like, well, damn, Yutani knew about this shit?
Yes.
You sacrificed that whole space station?
Aliens, they sent in the Marines to go back to a planet. They already knew what was on it. Before the Nostromo got there and got fucked up. They already knew. When aliens went there, they had sent people after the Nostromo got fucked up to go terraform the bitch. They already knew what was there the whole fucking time. So who's to say this Magonaut didn't come from there with these damn alien eggs and shit? Who said they didn't come from there? Is that not where they were coming from? Or they got these eggs from somewhere else? Come on, man. These motherfuckers always knew. Always. Every movie they knew, they kept sending people there, getting them fucked up and sending somebody else there. We want to buy
capture.
The weapon works. Just don't send nobody else there. How about that? You make these other movies to find out, dude, they've known about this shit for a while. They just keep trying to get one back to Earth so they can work on it.
Yeah, they keep
work on that shit where it's at.
Yeah, weaponize. Yeah, turn it into a military weapon. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yeah, and they actually did it in the AVP game where you can play as the Marines, the Predators, or the aliens. They actually did it, and I played with the Xenomorphs all the way through the story. You actually have to go destroy their hive because as the Xenomorphs, because you found out Yutani was actually able to successfully create their own Xenomorphs. So your job as a Xenomorphs is to go kill their Xenomorphs and wipe out that whole damn Yutani facility. So I just send my whole hive, the Queen, the Facehuggers. I said, fuck it, we all just go kill everybody.
Sound like Zergs. Sound like Zerg from StarCraft. The ones that follow character and the one that follow the hive mind. Well, the Queen of Blades Zergs went after the motherfuckers. It went after the other tribes. Like she executed undue influence over the collective, the colony. Took this shit over because she was a strong psychic telepath. She got merged with part Zerg. She took over that bitch. Opposed the hive mind. Like, what the fuck? This bitch controlling us. Yeah, well, she got her own swarm, nigga. She got her own.
They're gonna take out everybody.
Yeah, this is a human being that got the glow, nigga. Fucked your shit up. You had to get her out of that shit to unplug. Oh shit. Anyway. That's about 4 hours of this bullshit with middling success. But Alien Earth has been good, but good having these conversations because good shit comes out of it. I need an Avatar Xenomorph crossover, James. I'm just saying. Let us know that Xenomorphs exist in the Avatar universe, that it's all the same universe. It'd be fun for me. It'd be cool.
Bright and colorful and dark and gloomy.
Yeah, I don't think the company that all these soldiers and stuff are working for has ever been named yet. I don't think it's been named yet. But if you want your Avatar universe to live on past your years, just say that the company is Wailing Yutani. And we'll be fine.
We'll do a little plot twist at the end of a little post-credit scene. We see Wailing Yutani, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. The audience will go bananas.
Look, all you need is a line of dialogue saying, Wailing Yutani appreciate y'all services. That's it. I can't remember what the name of the company is in the Avatar universe that's sending all.
They never say it.
I don't think they ever do. But it's somebody who got a lot of money and they got soldiers. And they don't
just want that resource.
They just want the resource, and they don't have a problem capturing any exotic aliens. They don't. They don't have a problem doing that shit at all. And they're actually putting human consciousness into alien bodies. Imagine that. It's not Prodigy, motherfucker. So look,
They could have stole Prodigy's technology and incorporated it into their technology.
exactly, because you know they about to wipe out Neverland. Nigga. Well, if you've seen episode 5, you know well Neverland is about to get wiped the fuck out. It's gonna never be seen again. Never existed land is what it's gonna be. So yeah, just say that. Just you just need a line of dialogue in there to say Waylon or Yutani. And once you say that, minds will explode all over the place. Like you watching the first league, but what's that damn movie? Now I forgot it right when I was about to say it. Special agent movie. With Sam Jackson in it and that little British dude. Not the Gentleman. God damn it. I can't believe I'm forgetting shit like that. The Kingsman. Thank you. The first Kingsman movie where their heads was exploding. That's what geeks would do. We go to watch this Fire and Ash, and there's a line in there that says something about Yutani or Waylon. Motherfuckers will, what? Same universe? Yes. Same fucking universe. Then by the 4th movie, you can throw a xenomorph in there. But that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. It might increase the money you're making on that shit. Your ass might actually turn into Yutani yourself. James Cameron. You're getting all the money. All the money. Yeah, the Kingsman. Exploding like that shit in the finale of Kingsman. Waylon Yutani supports this message. Yeah. They're looking for resources in bioweapons. And them Navi are bioweapons, nigga. Linked into the whole planet. And all the creatures on that planet can link into each other. That'd be ripe for a xenomorph invasion.
Exactly.
They already communicate on a frequency. You mean they can connect to each other too? Connect to AWA? Yeah. That's a problem. They tapped into nature, nigga. Sounds like a problem planet. And then on the strays note, what to say, never bring home strays. Even the predators kill them things where they at. They don't bring them back home. Just saying. They kill them where they at. They don't bring them home.
Go to your neck of the woods.
Yeah, they go to your town and fuck them up. They don't bring them back. They bring back corpses, not live specimens. They like the Punishers of the universe, man. We cleaning up shit out here. When shit got to get cleaned up. Keeping them at bay. Keep them numbers low. Anyway, you got some final thoughts, Beast? I'm about 4 hours in. So I'm going to go ahead and get it. It's been a soft show.
Just make some good shit. Just waiting on my controller. I got to play the closed beta for the new Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls fighting game. Pretty good game, but these fuckers was waited till like midnight to send me the beta codes and the testing it closed this morning at 8.
Yeah, it was a test, right? A short window test.
Yeah, and the testing started on Friday night. So I didn't even really get to play, but like a couple of matches with online games. I was like, you some assholes, but all right, thank you.
Yeah, you got a couple of tests. It was funny. I was listening to the Rivals thing, and they was talking about reviewing the meta. And I got interested in that. It's like, I'd like to see the data that they pull on these seasons to see what characters are being played the most outside of just playing it and can see for my fucking self. But see the actual numbers on what characters are being played the most.
It's on their website.
Is it?
They have the win rates up there. Who would like Penny Parker has the highest win rate with a 56% win rate. Okay,
because they were talking about these different combinations and how people are using these characters that they found interesting. I said, I would find that interesting too, but I'm a nerd like that, nigga. I'd read that shit like, okay. So statistically, this is the lowest statistic character to play. So if I can popularize this character, I can actually fuck these things up.
And because they going off based on the competitive scene. So in ranked, it's Black Widow. She's statistically the lowest pick. She's like at like 4%. People don't even play her now. At the higher levels, so like when you start talking about like Celestial and Eternity and One Above All, she's picked because it's people that actually take their time to play her and they say, oh yeah, she's cracked. Especially if you combine her with like Widow and do the damage buffs, she's one-shotting people. So the higher levels they play her. It's the lower levels the lower rankings that don't play her because they don't know how to play her.
Yeah, she's not active enough. Because I can tell you this I started playing Hawkeye. I played Hawkeye a couple of times. That takes a little bit more. I can see where the difficulty comes in playing that game, that character, because it takes a little more. He's not a rapid fire dude.
Yeah, more mechanics.
More mechanics and more you got to pick your shots. And especially in quick play, the battles are really chaotic. They don't have a real good flow. It sputters, right? Like it doesn't have a good rhythm of how it's going. When you find a good rhythm, that's when you're like, oh damn, that was actually a good match. It's like, yeah, it actually was. This other shit was trash. Like it's just a straight push when niggas running backwards, which pissed me off. But playing Hawkeye in that shit, I think I might have to change his costume because I only played him because I finally got the Ronin costume for him, which I liked. But I might play, his default costume so motherfuckers know I'm green at this shit. Because
they got the old man Hawkeye costume coming in this new battle pass for this coming season.
I don't know. I like the Ronin costume better. I was playing with a Lion. You was in a game. But I got on and Lion wasn't playing with anybody, so me and him was playing, and I played Hawkeye first. And motherfuckers, man, get off of Hawkeye. I was like, okay, I'm being that nigga right now. I'm sucking with. They think I'm sucking with him. I'm shooting a lot. I'm hitting some people, but I'm not finishing off people, which is what they're looking for. It's like, okay, I need to practice with him somewhere else. Now I can understand why people, when you get good under one screen name doing a character or characters, you want to use an alternate screen name so you can practice. Because otherwise, motherfuckers be looking at you and, man, that motherfucker Scorpius Rex was sucking. It's first time playing a character. Shut up, motherfuckers. I'm literally the first time playing him. Yes, it's going to suck a bit. I understand the suck. I expect the suck. I just want it to get better quicker. And I still ain't played with my son again because I embarrassed him enough.
Yeah, that's why people create alt accounts. But me personally, I tell people to really, and this is a lot. Some people don't agree, but if you listen to a lot of some of the pro players and even the people at high levels, it's best to take a character into rank. Because I tell people like that's where you learn the do's and the don'ts because it's a longer match and it's costly. So you learn from your mistakes much quicker. See, because like I took Blade on my alt account. I said, that's going to be my Midnight Suns account. So Blade, I went from bronze to gold in like a day. We're playing with Blade, just figuring what the do's and the don'ts with him. I was just like, oh, I'm kicking niggas' asses. Shotgun only and just go to the bloodline mode and just tear their ass up with that in the vampire mode. Use the shield.
I was watching the dude's video on that shit about how to play Blade. And I was like, well, that's what I was hitting on. I was hitting on that anyway. Okay, so I know I'm on the right track with how I was playing them, but I haven't played them in a while. When I came back home and I started playing Rivals again, I didn't play Blade at all. I'm still working on certain characters, getting somebody to Lord on each one of the different tiers. So a Vanguard Lord, a Strategist Lord, a Duelist Lord, right? So I'm still working on my Vanguard and my Strategist Lords, and then I'll go to some other characters. But I started mixing up some of the characters I was playing. I've been having a lot of fun playing the Thing.
Oh yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun playing the Thing. I have been. I've learned how to get it, learning really getting the Thing down and just ringing motherfuckers' bells and trying to get in there and fight. And the Thing is good. He needs a healer though.
You can't solo tank with him because
No,
you cannot. You cannot solo tank with him. I learned that shit. That's when they put him in the game and I'm trying to do rank. I said, "Fuck, I need somebody to play a tank with me."
But the thing of him is, when I was listening to that damn update, things should have got an increase on his damage. There's no way he should be hitting less than somebody like a Psylocke. Get the fuck out of here. He should be able to be punching motherfuckers and giving them just one shots. Now his haymaker could possibly give somebody a one shot if they low enough in health. You'll one shot their ass. But some of the other shit that he does, dude, this should be like fighting the Hulk. It should be like that. Even a little less, but it should be like fighting the Hulk. The Hulk is notoriously irritating to try to kill. Thing is easy to kill. Like 5 people, 4 people, you done.
Honestly, well, personally, I felt like the Hulk should have got a buff. That's what pissed me off with him. I was like, yo, his punching power is not. The Thing's a better puncher than him, and that's what pisses me off. And it's like, so if I tried to play Hulk against him, it's like, okay, you're out punching the fucking Hulk. And I'm like, how in the hell is that even in what universe? This ain't 30, 40 years ago.
Marvel one, the comic book universe.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, because I can't even. That's why a lot of times I don't even play Hulk. I was like,
because I can tell you from playing the thing, what Friday night, Thursday night. Oh yeah, the Hulk and Wolverine, I was beating their ass. I was loving that shit. If I can dodge Wolverine's getting there with that little feral shit, oh nigga, I'll clean his fucking clock.
Oh yeah, that's the counter.
The Hulk,
that's
I go after the Hulk. I'm like, oh, I want him because I get a couple of hits. Don't you revert back to Banner, nigga? It's over. It's over. You revert to Banner, it's definitely over.
Yeah, that's why I say in rank matches, like the number one's bans was BP, especially at the lower ranks, was BP and Wolverine. And I said, nigga, I would like, but I get mad. It's like, bro, all you gotta do is play Thing and Emma Frost, and they counter both of them characters. That's what be pissing me off about these wasted bans. I'm like, y'all don't know how to counter BP yet. That's why he got another nerf. And I'm like, because y'all,
he didn't need another nerf. He doesn't need to be nerfed. Like the nerf that they're talking about for him, like, okay, I can see that. That would make him a little bit more interesting. He's a bit too survivable. But you need to think about some of these other characters, especially these vanguards, that they shouldn't be able to be just wiped out as easy. Doesn't make any sense. Some of them are really survivable. Some of them are really survivable. Like Hulk is really survivable based on his regeneration, either growing up to be a bigger Hulk or getting down to be a Banner where you can run away and escape.
And his bubbles.
That makes him really survivable.
The ones that the people complained about that they nerfed Emma again. I'm like, dude, y'all keep nerfing Emma, but I was like, she's still gonna be a problem. I said, so they gave her another nerf. So now,
yeah, she got a good moveset. That's just what it is. She got a good moveset. Emma can give me a problem with the Thing. She can, but it's just that one grab and her distance move, right? With Thing, you have to close the distance with that jump or that run, right? To close the distance. Emma can backpedal the whole time and do that psychic shit on you and be fucking you up.
Yeah, the crystal. She pull the crystal out of you, break the crystal, then hit you with the psionic. Yeah, hit you with the bat.
Those are the things that fuck with the Thing the most. Cloak, Scarlet Witch, and Emma, with that hitting you from a distance shit while they running. Because you can't close the distance that quickly. You only have that leap to really close the distance on them, right? That gets to be a problem. Other than that, if you can't close the distance quickly like that, I will fuck you up. Will fuck you up and stone punch your ass into a wall.
And then that damn fucking Scarlet Witch. They had the test service for the people that got thing. They showed that it literally pulls you in. If you were within a 15-meter radius, it pulls you in. If you ain't fast enough to get away, and I'm like, you gonna fuck? I said, are you serious? Now I got to see her in rank now because that's what's gonna happen. I said, man, now they finna do this. Oh, we're gonna have to kill her faster.
Yeah, I have to play Ultimate. I mean, I have to play rank more often. I can't get nobody on my damn team, so I can't get in these tournaments yet. I still have my own faction, but I'm a faction of one. It doesn't work as well on this game as it does on Future Fight.
Yeah. the invite's just coming.
The invite's like, you need 6. It's like, fuck, dude. I don't even want to play with most of these motherfuckers. Like, I want to play with these motherfuckers on quick play. Oh, shit. So I either put in the invite or whatever, but I still have the faction. Faction is still there. But I have to play in rank more. I just don't like losing on rank where it fucks up my stats for somebody else doing dumb shit. That pisses me off. If we lost as a team, we lost as a team. If I lost because our healer decided he wanted to get timed out of a match, fuck you. I want to report you every time. I want to take time out of my day to make sure I report you as a player, because that's fucking bullshit. It pisses me off. I don't like that shit in quick play. I damn sure wouldn't want it in ranked, where I can't break out a bronze because you assholes just want to keep doing dumb shit. No, fuck you. That sucks. So anyway, got other shit to do today. You got your final thoughts in. You said make good shit.
Yep. As always.
Yep. I need to get some food because I haven't actually eaten real food yet for today. I've been up since 7 and it's almost noon. So it is time to feed the beast.
Exactly. All right. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go check out the Alien episode real quick.
Yeah, go watch it so you can see what I was looking at. Let me know what you thought. It's a decent episode for Alien. For Alien Earth. It's better than most of the shit that we've been watching. Anyway, appreciate you, Beast.
No problem.
Drop you down. That was the Beastly Nerd live from the Danger Room. Check his ass out. I'm going to go ahead and end this show now because that's been 4 hours. And not really a show. It's a conversation. I have way too many ninjas. Way too many ninja watchers. As a passing thought, RIP to Graham Greene, which I've been watching for a while. I really was disappointed that he passed, and his last acting role I saw him in was Echo. He was fun in Echo. He was one of the better parts of Echo. But that show sucked. I didn't know he was in Tulsa King. So another reason to watch Tulsa King. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I have Terminal List Dark Wolf to watch, which is really good. And I have Foundation to catch up on, which I'll consider good sci-fi. It might not be a good Foundation show, but it'd be decent sci-fi. So this has been the Hero's Journey. I do this every Sunday from 8 a.m. Pacific time until I feel like shutting it off. Next weekend will be an on-call weekend, which means the stream can be interrupted. So if the stream goes live, jump in quick so we can get this shit rolling before we are interrupted. Hopefully it will not be that, but most likely it will be. So I'll either do the stream from work or here at home. Until then, other news. My singles board pool tournament happens October 4th in Milpitas. So this is to go to Vegas again for the singles world tournament. So this is my regional tournament. I have about 3 people I need to get through to win my spot in Vegas for my individual. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to get some practice in because I haven't played pool in about 3 weeks now. So I need to sharpen up, get my mind set again to go back in there with the 8 mile mentality and lay down anybody they put in front of me on the table so I can get back to Vegas to play in that big tournament for individual. So I'm looking forward to that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I have been Artisan MC, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.